was mentioned, and then the writer forgot about him. Uh, it was just a bit of fun, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, starting
I
training.
did really. I always did like the idea of like All for One being Izuku's dad.
That would have been an
We
interesting idea.
all were waiting for
Yeah,
it. We
because
were
like
all waiting
because of
for it.
like the entire show was basically just constant Star Wars references, and that would have been amazing.
Yep.
I put it in Freaky. I put it in your channel. Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
we all noticed it earlier,
I
so
was
we were
waiting
like,
for All Might to be revealed to be his dad, and like even All Might didn't know. Like I was waiting. It was kind of ruined with the whole like him meeting the mom. But up to the
and not
point
just
before
that,
he
but
met her, I was expecting.
but
So he
This is my mom.
no.
You.
Well, no, I mean because that would never have made sense because even the very beginning when he was diagnosed by the doctor, they asked like, "What was what was the father's quirk?" And they
Breathe
did
fire.
say that the father could breathe fire,
Which is interesting because like, oh, by the way, boys falling in love with their mothers. What? Midoriya,
What?
you know, Mama Midoriya is susceptible to the joke, "Yo mama is so fat she has her own gravitational pull."
Ah,
You know, I never really thought about that.
Yeah,
That one is funny.
and then
It is.
and then Ochako, yeah.
Yeah, it is quite
That's
interesting
really-
that Midoriya is interested in a girl of moderate thickness, who has a gravity quirk and a round like baby face, and a particular personality type that's kind of reminiscent of a certain someone.
Oh God, isn't his mother's quirk like also some like she can
Yeah,
also
yes.
control gravity or something?
Yes, she can create
It's
gravitational pull.
attraction of small objects.
Okay.
Midoriya's mom is so fat she has her own gravitational pull.
I do find it funny that like someone mentioned, oh yeah, his dad's quirk is like, oh yeah, kids have a combination of their parents' quirks. His dad breathes fire, and his mom attracts small objects. So he attracts hot things, and then it just
Or
shows
fire.
like Toga and May and Ochako and Melissa.
So what you're saying is he's like his
mean-
quirk is Wiz.
Guys, more realistically, he attracts hot things. Todoroki, Bakugo.
Oh god.
Flamin seemed to like him from the instant she met him. I'm just saying, I've noticed that.
You mean Vernon?
Yes, sorry, whatever her name is, Flamin Takis. But I've noticed a running theme of fire quirk users think Midoriya's pretty neat almost instantly.
Does
Except for
Todoroki's dad
Bakugo.
like him?
No,
No.
even Bakugo like was immediately jealous of him. Like they explained that.
Does Todoroki's dad like him?
Yes,
Not
yes,
really.
as much as he can anyone. You have to remember, Endeavor doesn't usually give anyone the time of day. Meets Midoriya. 5 minutes later, stops sneering at him. It took less than 5 minutes for Midoriya to make Endeavor just stop treating him like he's garbage. It was almost immediate. The speed at which Endeavor went from just stay out of my way to alright, keep up with me. Granted, that may have just been narrative shenanigans, but this is a joke anyway.
Not just that, but also because Shoto really likes Izuku, so he's also trying to get on Shoto's good side too. That helps. Not the only reason, but it helps.
Yeah. Anyway, Hero Academia is a fucking mess.
It is.
All anime late stage, I'd say, is a fucking mess.
I'd
My
say-
favorite part of that mess is I'm definitely gonna show who Izuku's father is before the series ends. Series ends. Where father?
That was a fucking lie.
Dad, do you have the milk and cigarettes?
I like it was in the abridged version on YouTube of the movie, like the very clip at the end. He's like, this is like a big plot hole, don't mention it. Why?
Because, hello, Payday?
Payday?
William!
Oh, no,
William,
she's dead.
Discord is killing the independent clause again! William, the
Oh,
independent
no.
clause is being targeted by Discord!
Oh, God.
I have noticed that when Discord starts getting a little crunchy, it seems to almost intelligently target independent clauses. Are you guys ready to... Just immediately. Are you guys ready to... Independent clause, please? It's like, are you guys ready to go to the mall?
Payday.
Oh.
It cuts out...
Oh,
to the
Jesus.
Payday. Hey.
Okay. What was the last thing you heard me say?
Literally before you
during-
said anything of substance.
It was during the abridged series of the movie at the end. This is a big plot hole. Something.
Oh,
It was the whole... The second you point out a plot hole, he just abandons the plot point.
Yeah. Oh, that, by the way, on the movie, I don't know which movie you mean, but I'm thinking of a certain movie. First of all,
Two heroes.
The one with
Slice...
9.
Oh, 9.
No.
Okay.
I don't know. Slice, the girl with the prehensile hair, very cool ability,
That's not-
very good design.
That's the one with 9.
Oh, okay, good. The kaiju guy, holy shit, that is fun. That was such a fun scene. And then lastly,
love him.
there was a moment. There was one moment where I was sweating and fearful in the main story. Wait, why is Bakugo seeing the Phantom All Might, one for all user spirit right now? Wait, no. The movie can't be canon. No, they are not canonizing when he had All for One for a moment. No! They did.
Payday. I think Payday told me that that's how I think Horikoshi originally planned to end the anime.
Mhm.
Having
That
Bakugo.
that movie was supposed to be the canonical ending at one point, but then it started getting bigger and they wanted more seasons, so that got turned into a movie instead.
That would have been kind of bad if it had ended like that specifically. Midoriya having to pass on the torch because he couldn't hack it. Yes, that works. Not in that moment. Not a good time. Not with where the story was at the time. Damn, that would have been bad.
I hate Bakugo so much.
Yeah, he's still he
I hate him.
he changed
less.
enough.
Yeah, I hate him less now. But it's that thing where his character makes perfect sense, even though he's painful. It's similar to Pan and GT. Pan is painful when she's on screen, but she makes perfect narrative sense. And Bakugo is actually a very important... Bakugo as he is in the series is very important to the dynamic of the characters and, where he stands in the narrative. Because they can't have him be too friendly too early, otherwise he will break the power scaling. He would be able to push Midoriya and make him train and get stronger so much faster. And then all the other characters would have become irrelevant 2 seasons sooner, which would have been a bit of a problem. They're completely irrelevant now. We're in Goku time, I mean Midoriya time, but you know. I don't know. It's that thing where like I understand why they did it, but damn, is it hard to watch.
And I just can't get over like, oh, he's a screaming suicide baiting shitheel. Why should I ever invest any amount of time thinking about this character?
Maybe you're not supposed to.
Uh,
Maybe that is the exact intention of the character in the narrative, is for you to hate him until a specific point later in the series. A character can and sometimes should be written to be hated by the audience.
I cheered when I read that, like that panel where One for All fucks him up.
Yeah, huge
fucks
spoilers for Hero Academia. Because we are still on stream. But yeah, I was talking earlier, it's like, please stay dead. Please stay dead. This is such a perfect narrative moment for this. Please stay dead. He just started to repent. He was being forgiven. Everyone was starting to understand him. Deny the resolution to drive the characters forward. Please kill him. It's perfect. The timing is perfect. This would be such a grand stake to put on the fucking table. The loss of Midnight was a wet fucking fart, but if Bakugo dies here, the war will be narratively worth it. It will be important. Please, you will justify the entire arc if you kill him here. And Endeavor, you need to kill him and Endeavor for the war to be worth it. They need to be denied their resolutions and their futures to show the actual loss, to show how terrible this event is, because people who were starting to repent, whose futures were looking better, the world was about to become a brighter place, and it was torn from them all by the cruelty of the situation. It would have been perfect, and then they have to recover, and that would have gone into the recurring themes of people causing trauma and it causing a ripple effect later. But it will show that they learned, that people are not perpetuating the cycle. It would have been so good.
But yes, I think we should go ahead and get started now.
Yes. I'll be mad later. So, we were deep within the caves, the spooky slime caves with acidic water. We were investigating the water so much so that we forgot the DM said that there was a massive opening that leads to the surface that we could have just walked into right behind us.
Yeah, there is a shaft
with daylight coming through. Yeah, I thought it was like we see the faintest glimmer of daylight through some small holes in the roof. I didn't think it was like a shaft we could walk up that has considerable amount of daylight in it.
Walk? No.
Crawl.
Because it's like almost like entirely vertical, and you'd probably have to squeeze through it.
Yeah. My point is, I was thinking it was like, you know, those small god ray bearing holes in the ceiling of caves and Skyrim level shit.
Yes.
That leads into the misty abyss.
You are also like a pretty good amount of time on a pretty good distance underground.
Yeah.
But yes, there is the as you say, there is the shaft leading up, but there is also about 3 different exits leading up or out.
Okay.
There is the one you came across, there is one, there's 2 to your left, and there's 1 in front of you. And what is everyone's passive perception?
I don't have that written, huh? My PP is 11 big.
What about Pierre and Awen?
I'm checking now.
Oh my god, I just noticed the Laura Croft bit.
That'd be a 17.
What is Awen's passive?
Passive perception?
Yes.
16.
Okay. And yeah, both Awen and Pierre would be able to notice that there is also another tunnel that is under the surface of the water.
So, there's a there's a there's an entrance over there in there.
Oh. I couldn't see it through the glare of my light cantrip.
You should probably not shine that too close to your eyes.
What are you talking about? As he turns and looks at you, and you notice his circulatory itself is glowing, so his eyes are emitting light themselves.
Yeah, I don't. No, that's healthy.
You can see his bones. It's like when you
I'm
shine
not a
light
doctor,
through
but I
it.
don't recommend your bones be luminescent.
He looks like a glowing one, but red. I mean, I am a doctor,
Nuts.
and I've noticed no problem with it.
Well, I guess that's good.
Yes.
So it seems like we have a few ways in here. We can either go back, go out that tunnel. We can go into that cave, and there's some bit more over to the left of the lake, and there's one all the way over on that side. What are you thinking?
One moment. Berlin's gonna telepathically communicate with his massive hog. Status report.
How far are you from you left it at the entrance of the cave, right?
1 mile.
Yeah, I think you would be a bit too far for that.
Damn, how long? Damn. Okay. Guys, we're deep. I didn't know we were that deep, okay. I vote for literally any one of them that is not the one underwater because it would cause permanent visual damage if we opened our eyes down there.
Oh, if only one of you had some kind of mask or covering for your face.
That was watertight. I know, right? Can't you see Fortune's managing the plague right now?
But yes.
Eowyn?
I can turn someone into a fish. I think maybe I can mentor yourself in there.
I was reading what William wrote in the chat.
I don't think fish can survive in this. Berlin, looking at the water, considering what water this pH would do to a fish's gills.
Question. Passwall. Does it work on water?
Does what work on water?
Passwall.
Passwall.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Currently-
one of the choices you can see on a wooden, plaster, or stone surface. No.
Yeah, liquid
I'm
surface.
the only. I'm not sure about Berlin, but I know I can walk on water right now because I got the walk on water ring.
Oh, sorry, no, I don't
So-
have the Jesus ring. I have stigmata, does that count? No.
I get that too, just not in my hands.
Pulls out knife. Would you like to?
Berlin, no. Stigmata goes through the wrist. Hands, it hurts.
It does go through hands, actually.
When you're crucified, it goes through the wrist.
Yes, but stigmata appears on the palms.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. I was raised Catholic. I know. All too well. But,
Don't worry. Jesus, Farm remembers.
Pepperidge Farm remembers. Um, so you said there was one that leads deeper in, one that's underwater, and one that leads to the light on the surface.
There's the one that you came from. There's
Yeah.
the one that goes up to the surface. There's two to your left on the left side of the lake. There's one on the far side of the room, and there's one underwater.
Damn, I wish we had a map for this. Okay, maybe we should start with the two on the left.
Right. That works then.
Basically, like, yeah, there's the tunnel,
Ugh.
there's the lake, there's one that goes under, there's the one on the far side, and then there's the, like, two going this way.
Okay. So... green path. Red path. Which one's the one that we came in from?
It would be this one.
Okay. So, gonna... So, blue path. And which one's the underwater path?
The one going from the middle.
Okay. Or I'm gonna make that a different color. Okay. So we have aqua path.
I'm gonna move it over to here. Oh, sorry.
And then
I'm
the
gonna
piss
move it over. I'm gonna move it over to here.
where it's
That
more
way,
visible.
it's more easily seeable. Yeah.
And then we have piss path.
Yes.
Okay. I recommend green and red path first.
Yeah. Probably the best bet.
Let's see. You will note that red path seems entirely dry. Green path seems to have a bit of a shelf. So like the water does go through the green path, but it's like a sewer where there's like a walkway on the side. Yellow path has a... You can go in there, but you would need to get into the water. But there is dry areas that you can see further in.
Right.
You know, guys, looking at the various states of like kind of like tilting your head to see like the reflection of water. You know, when surfaces get wet, how they kind of have that little sheen.
The glimmer.
Yeah, seeing like some of that, you know, part of me wonders if some of these look
What does it
dry.
taste like?
No, if
Sour.
some of these look dry, if some of these look dry, do you think the water raises up later in the day? Or maybe the water, raises up at some point in the day? Meaning, like, the yellow path over there might have been completely in water at some point?
Maybe
It's not a yellow path, but, like, referring to that.
maybe during heavy rains. I don't think we're not near the ocean enough for there to be tides.
There, I guess. Just, it's kind of weird that one has some water, but one doesn't have any at all.
Well, the green path appears to be leading in from another source. The yellow one does fit your theory that the water raises and lowers or comes from there occasionally.
Alright, well,
The north path.
she's gonna, like, refer over to the red one. Okay, so, the red one, and, oh, you're gonna go northwest. Okay, west. She's gonna point to the west passage. Even though It seems like it's probably the safest and probably won't be, given our track record. I think we should try the west one first.
Agreed. God, I can't draw an S to save my life right now. There we go. Agreed, let's move. To the west path.
I get,
Alright.
that's good.
Journey.
That's good.
Who's the monkey man?
What about Monkey Man?
Journey to the
She's making
west.
Journey to the West.
Son Wukong, yeah. I see. I mean, Berlin is...
Yeah.
Well, no, he's not an old blood, so he's not monkey enough for that.
We'll meet a monkey man. Just being weird.
Even though the old blood are actually a younger race than the blood of Mensch, but that's a misnomer. Haha. So the party makes their way deeper into the western path of the cave. What will they find? We do not know. Massive Hog will designate the party.
As you go into the western cave, it's rather dry. You can smell the water behind you, with like the mild, acrid stench of it. But you can also smell the dust of the western area. This place has been dry for a long time.
Already.
And as you head west, as you head west, you see that it opens up into another cavern, quite large, very large, almost the size of a cathedral hall. And you see that lining the walls of this cavern are gemstones.
Interesting.
They are all cloudy white and hexagonal in shape. Actually, let me double check something. Actually, no. There are a few different colors. You see some blues. You see a lot of it is white, but you see a few blues, some green. You see a almost smoke-colored one. You see rose colors. There are a few of them are large. The largest being maybe about a foot long, but most of it, there are clusters of various gemstones lining the walls. As you see the room, it just, in the presence of your light spell, it sparkles.
Berlin as a jeweler, beginning to look over the stones.
Roll an intelligence check with your jeweler's kit.
Wow.
10.
Yeah, that's fine. As it's one of the, it's quartz.
Oh.
Quite,
This is a nice
quite
find.
common.
It's just various quartz, but the thing is, with all these different colors of quartz, does it seem like there may be a large concentration of ore in this area due to the various colorations of quartz. Does
What
it
kind
seem
of ore?
the fact that it's many different quartz colors all in one place? Is this like near an earth node or something like that? Because quartz is usually all
It's
one color in
entirely
an area.
it's entirely possible. Yeah, it's usually all one color, but it could be that this cave has like some heartstone near it. Perhaps it's near uh, a portal to the Earth plane.
Yeah, vertice and earth node.
Perhaps, yeah, a vertice. That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking. Yeah, vertice. Perhaps there's a stone giant somewhere around here, just fucking around.
Looks for signs of the best
Or-
stone carving he's ever seen in his life. No.
Or maybe this was once an artist spot for a Dao. It's usually not. There's usually not a bunch of colors, but it's a bunch of colors. There's a bunch of dust. Whatever caused this was a long time ago.
Mason's tool proficiency. Any sign of stone carving or working in the area?
Roll a wisdom check
Okay.
with your tools.
Yes.
So yes, basically a perception check with your Mason's tools. 21. Nice.
Nice.
As you're looking around, you're looking. Okay, over there. You see a little bit.
Squint's eyes, hunches forward.
Sorry, give me a second.
I learned this trick from the
You'll-
dwarf. Licks the wall. Or formations.
You will actually see, yes, there is signs of pickwork. Someone was trying to mine the quartz, or specifically, purple quartz, otherwise known as amethyst.
I thought amethyst was one of the oxide crystals. Okay.
Nope, it's a type of quartz.
Well, there's been mining in this area, and also, Awen, your people may be in possession of a gem mine on their land. Because that, as he points to the amethyst, is amethyst.
I think they're gonna lose their minds.
Entirely possible. Your village is about to grow, I would take it. Or be wiped out by somebody who wants it.
Not
Man,
if
why
I
you
can
go
help it.
crazy like that?
It's a war-torn nation
Not
and
if-
a...
No, first thing she just says is not if I can help it.
Yes. Well, like I said, there's been a sign of mining in the area, so let's search around. Maybe they had a base camp or something we can look through to find out how recent it is. Gonna start searching around inside of the cavern. Merlin
But
enters
yeah, like
the
I
cavern.
said, any signs of people here is a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like a long,
Oh, okay, so like even the what?
like the pick, even the pick marks are like slightly worn away by time.
Okay. Is there anything else in this cavern?
There is a hole in the middle of the cavern.
Right.
Well, not the middle, but like towards the opposite end. Like there's a pit that goes down, and there is another tunnel
Oh.
that leads north.
All right. This is why I hate caves. This pit appears to go deeper in. Heads north.
So does the one going to the north, as the one going to the north steeps downwards rather sharply at about a 30-degree angle.
What, you're saying, like the northern passage, the yellow passage?
No, the one leading north out of the cavern that you're in.
Oh, and that one steeps downwards or upward? Somehow.
Downwards at about a 30-degree angle.
Alright, so that's a water slide of death. So guys, when do you think we spend hours squeezing our way into, like, a specific part of the cavern, and then, like, a Galabdur just moves 4 feet and blocks the exit, and we are terrified and alone, and get Ted McCavered?
Funny, I just watched that.
Yeah, just keep in mind, Ted the Caver becomes infinitely more interesting if you think of it as a D&D horror piece where a Galabdur enters, like, Earth and is just living in that cave, and that's what the rock monster was. It was just a common petty elemental, but to us it would be a terrifying monster.
Yeah.
You know, it occurs to me, does Berlin have the lantern, or was it somebody else? I might have a lantern or revealing. No, it wasn't Berlin. I think it was Nigel. Yeah, Nigel had that. Oh well. That would have been cool. Well, do we want to go down the water slide of death or check the next passage?
From what you see, the one going down is dry.
Yeah, well, Berlin
At least
calls it
as
a
far
water
as you can
slide
see.
of death because that's like a geology joke, because that's how these things form.
Yes.
Probably check the other passage. See if. I wonder if they link at any point.
Possibly.
If the Northwest Passage links to that passage there.
Then let's go. We begin searching for the Northwest Passage.
Okay. As you go the Northwest Passage, you will note that the floor is somewhat damp, as it does seem to be flowing water leading through the Northwest Passage. Pierre, you will just so you know, that in the room with the gems, it is quartz. There is signs of what used to be mining operations, but that was a long time ago. There is a passage in the quartz room leading north that goes down at a 30-degree angle, and there is a pit towards the back of the room. And they decided to go from the west to the northwest. Going from the northwest, there it is the left side of the passage that you are on, like the little ledge. The water next to you is flowing. And as you go further in, you will hear the sound. You will hear a crashing sound. Just this constant dull roar, which is rather easily recognizable as, oh, there's a waterfall up further up.
One moment, I'm currently drawing our watery grave. I don't know how, is this close to how the cavern is shaped? I'm guessing here.
Yes, but without that.
I like to imagine this is the actual map Berlin is drawing in a notebook as we go.
Yeah, it's basically just like a sewer tunnel that kind of like shifts and weaves.
Yeah.
There is something else of note, which is like the room you're in, uh, is quite uh is quite solid. Like there are clearly bits and pieces of the of this passage that are like loose and could come down and like cause a cave in. Like the passage to the west is a bit seems very solid, like the main room here.
Yeah.
This passage, the one you came into from the quarry,
Yeah.
that was basically like digging like a hole dug through sand. Like that passage should not have existed.
Uh,
It's very different from the two passages you see come in.
implies that that one was like dug by something recently, possibly.
It was in the quarry.
Or maybe that it's become less viable since everybody kind of ditched it, so it's kind of like shifted over time.
Berlin's gonna head back to the southern passage, and he's gonna look for signs of, was the passage dug, or is there like acid burn signs of like an ooze digging it, or like perhaps like boulette tunneling or something like that.
If you do remember, there were signs of like wooden support beams and
Oh.
like metal sheets and things like that were eaten through by some sort of acid.
Oh, okay. So yeah, this was part of it. So yeah, somebody was mining in the quarry. Okay.
And if I was right, if I recall correctly, William, you told us last session that my mother had told me that something had happened at the quarry and like they abandoned it, right?
It was basically like they used the stones from here to like get divider stones for like the various fields and things, like basically act as fences. But with it was seen as like being a bit too dangerous because of like the quarry is high quality, is pretty good stone, but it's all loose. So like people could like trip over rocks or like go into a sinkhole or fall into a hole or something. So uh, it was abandoned and people still used it, but like with the war and or with the Civil War and like the small number of people left afterwards, it was just seen as there's no point in going there since we already have all the stone we need.
Not enough people, not enough resources.
Yeah, not enough people to need the resources of the quarry.
Yeah.
All right.
Not enough trained people to get the resources of the quarry.
Yeah.
But that means the people who were once mining it probably know about the amethyst.
Too bad Ghost isn't here. He would be going so frothing at the mouth, like, "Aw, I wish Colin was here. I could appropriate this mine for the Amber family too."
Possible. But yeah, you would be able to note that the waterfall is about 500 feet from the lake chamber. Do you go to look at the waterfall, or do you just hear it and leave, or like what do you do?
Berlin investigates for waterfall.
Okay. As you go to the waterfall, you'll be able to find the base of it, and as you look up, it goes further than your light.
Berlin's gonna have a little flight
It's a
up.
big waterfall. How long?
He'll see if he can reach the top of it.
All right. As you go up and up and up, how far can you fly? You can just like.
He can fly indefinitely. It's 50 feet per round.
Okay.
Yeah. He
So
cannot
let's
dash.
see. Yes. Let me just double check something.
Or, wait, here. Wait, where's
All
the
right, so at the,
yeah, 50 feet
at
per round.
at that speed, it would take you about 5 minutes to reach the top.
Shit.
As the waterfall is roughly 2,500 feet tall.
Holy. Wait. 2,500 feet. Oh, yeah, we're more than a mile underground. Holy shit. So, yeah, that comes from, like, the surface river, doesn't it?
You're not more than a mile underground. You're just more than a mile from the entrance to the cave.
Ah, I see, I see.
Also in the mountains, I believe.
Mountainous area,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, this is very likely from the surface river, isn't it?
Yes.
Berlin, being a fucking psycho, looks down, considers how long he's been flying up. Oh, only for a second. Drops the levitation. In the darkness.
Falls 500 feet in 6 seconds.
He catches himself. That was fun.
How was that?
You actually do hear, like, scream laughing.
I don't
Just
think
randomly.
they would over the sound of the waterfall.
Oh, true. Waterfall too loud. Actually, if it's that high up, we might
Yeah.
not even hear it, because it would just be like rain by the time it reached us.
But yes.
Inertia's fun like that.
But yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, you fly up. For Pierre and Awen and Ghost's character, whose name I still did not remember.
Yeah, if you guys
Oh,
go
yes.
in and, like, watch Berlin as he ascends, you just see, like, this red light off in the distance that just suddenly drops, like, 500 feet, then just starts going down again normally.
Varlon. Yeah, he's gone for 5 minutes.
Yeah. I don't know if
10 minutes. Actually, not 10. Like
Yeah.
at minimum 5 minutes, maybe 6 if he just drops and stops.
Yeah. I mean, if he wanted to get silly with it, he could, like, drop some, he could cast light on an object, drop that, and use that to measure the distance, but you know what? Berlin's kind of bored. That's exactly what he's gonna do.
Oh god.
Dink. Here
Yeah.
we go. He's gonna do the Minecraft jump off of a fucking mountain with a bucket of water in your hand and catch yourself at the last second bullshit. That I love doing.
Let's see.
Well, not the last second, because he can't have that much fun right now. Even though he'd probably survive the fall if he did, but I don't know. Now's not the time. Listen, we all do things to get our jimmies, but now is not the time to get maximum jimmies. If it's 5 minutes, 50 feet around, that's like 500 rounds of 50 feet around, so yeah, plenty of distance.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think about. Okay, so for a human to fall 2,000 feet, it takes roughly 10 seconds for the first 1,000 feet, and then about 5 seconds for every subsequent 1,000 feet.
So he can fall for 2 rounds.
Almost 3.
Yeah. He's not gonna go for the 3rd round, he's not that greedy.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
If he gets hurt here, the entire party will probably die in this cave.
So, yeah, you dropped 500 feet the first round, and then around 1,200 feet the second. So, you would still have about 800 feet to go, I believe.
I can ready action grab
Which-
myself.
Let's see, 800 divided by 50 is 16 rounds.
At some point, you just see a red light emerging from the distance, and just a small. Well, you just kind of probably see it like a twinkle in the red light itself.
So let's see. That would be 1.6 minutes, which.
That's a copper piece.
Okay, so 1 minute 36 seconds. So you are gone for a total of about 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Flies up, is bored the whole time. Well, I have a golden opportunity. On the way down. Berlin returns. The waterfall goes all the way to the surface. I think. Most likely.
How far is that? Because I saw you falling at one point.
Almost 3,000 feet.
Huh.
Huh.
I could do the actual
So,
math, but can't
what?
be asked.
Alright, well, what was up there?
A hole in the stone that likely led to the surface, but it was absolutely gushing water, so there was no way I was getting through it. Other than that, stealing of the rock.
Okay. Well, at least that's a
So,
way out.
No, it's
sort
not.
of.
It's really not.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It's a last resort. It's a last resort. Plus, I don't
wouldn't
even know where
really
the
say-
water's mainly coming from.
I really don't think that's a last resort, given that we don't have anything to get through that.
William, how bad was the water pressure?
What do you mean by the water pressure?
Like kitchen faucet or power washer? Like the water coming out of the access at the ceiling?
It wasn't terrible. You probably couldn't swim in it, but yeah, it wasn't like Niagara Falls or anything, but it was fairly decent.
I believe we would drown trying to ascend through it.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Alright, so I think other than the water, which I'm not really keen on going into, I think we should check out that other path that's in the gemstone realm. Right? Because there was more in there.
There's still the northern passage. And then there's another one that leads down to the east, although that one would be underwater mostly.
That's the one I'm referring we can't go into. But yeah, I guess exploring the north would be the last one to do.
Yes, there's the one in the west that leads deeper underground, and the one in the north that we've not explored.
Yeah. Let's check out the north first and see what that might grant us. That way, if we need to retreat, we know which passage we can take immediately.
Yeah. Into the northern passage, William.
As I said, the entrance to the northern passage is like partially underwater, so unless Berlin, who can fly, and anyone who can walk over it. Yeah. So so Varlon and Pierre would either need to find some way to go over the water, or like bypass it in some way.
Okay, I thought we were
because there is the northern passage is dry just further in, but there is like water in the in the opening area.
I thought it was like this, but what William's saying is
no.
It's
okay.
This.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I thought the same thing that you thought, Freaky.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's basically like this. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought
No,
that-
I get it now.
Yes.
Avon will volunteer to be the one to walk through since she can walk on the water and check it out for everyone so that, we don't waste time having to get everyone over there just to find out, oh, there's absolutely nothing.
By the way, I hope you guys like my impromptu deranged maps, because if I ever DM for you, most of my maps will be like this. Hand-drawn.
I mean, they help, they work.
Yeah.
They do, yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, Avon will be the one to go on ahead, because she does have the bit of blind sight. And
How
if
far is it
needed,
from
she
my-
still has her, where was it? Ever bright lantern if she needs it.
Yep. We have
Okay.
Glowing Blood Boy, Everbright Lantern, various Dark Vision.
Blind sight.
Yeah. 10 feet of blind sight.
You have a creature of the night.
Creature of the night. That is, well, he's
Blue.
he's the creature of twilight, not the night.
But
Creature
what was
of the
that?
daytime. Ah!
Daywalker. Go ahead, Betty.
Fighter of the
I'm sorry.
night, man. Oh,
William lights. I mean, William.
guardian of the sun.
Damon! But, lights a stick of dynamite. I choose death.
Anyways,
Oh no.
but Avon will walk across the water with
Okay.
her frost brand because she trusts nothing at this point.
Okay.
You
You
know.
have your lantern out?
Yeah. Where she's doing what like we did that one time where she has the rope on her arm holding the lantern so she has both hands available to her. You know, the rope of
Yes.
yeah.
You will see that the tunnel does go, as I said, it basically goes like this. But yeah, you see that it all goes up and then down like a little hill. And if you are looking at it from the front side, you'll be able to see like there's the water, and then there is like the ground. So there is an area to the right of like the path where you see that water does still flow through the tunnel, but there is like the raised dry area to the left on the left side of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Yes, as you go up, you'll see it goes back down after about 40 feet. And yeah, you'll see that it basically just does that over and over again. Just patches of wet and dry sections of like where you can and cannot step without getting into the water. Awen, with a passive perception of 16, you will note that, as well as like your lantern and blind vision and stuff like that, you will note that there is a bit more of an acrid stench going down this tunnel. There is as well as the smell of, it's not burnt flesh, but you remember being hit by the ooze wall or you remember Flush being hit by the ooze wall on the island, and it smells like that. Oxidized meat, yes.
So a bit like ammonia and ozone mixed together.
Somewhat like that, yes.
Not exactly ozone, but an ozone-like smell.
I like
But
how you say
into-
that. Like, I like how you describe that freaky. Like, I'm gonna fucking remember what that smells like.
Ammonia is a common household cleaning product,
No,
and
no, no.
ozone.
Ammonia, yes, but when you said ozone, I'm like, ozone? What the fuck?
Ozone is what it smells like after like a thunderstorm.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
or if you've ever like put your head underneath a polyester blanket and like played with static electricity for a while, you start to smell ozone in the air in there too.
No.
But yes.
That,
But yes, Awen, you'll note that there is a few like a few pits like on the left side of the things, but it is mostly it does open up into a larger tunnel after about 100 feet or so. But it does keep going basically up and down to areas that like are underwater, are not are. The tunnel doesn't go fully underwater, but the path itself does, like on occasion. So yeah, the path is basically like this.
oh, I get you. Almost like, kind of like how the waves go up and down. There's like pits of water.
Yes.
She's
And
not
at the
gonna.
further,
Oh,
and yeah,
oh,
as
go
you
ahead.
go inside, it does smell. You like there's like a bit of a stinging to your eyes, and the like the smell of oxidized meat.
Guys, I'm
How
suddenly getting
far
Undertale flashbacks.
How far do you go in? Just out of curiosity.
At the point she smells the oxidized meat smell, she's gonna stop right there. As we talked about earlier, the potential of there being, the slime ooze thingy, and go, like, to herself, both mentally and, like, a little talking to herself. Yeah, no, 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 yeah, this is probably a bad idea. Just gonna turn around. Yeah, no.
It's also a smell that you smelled more recently on the deer, like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, that's why she's like, no, 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 no. I've learned my lesson. You don't go without anyone. You don't leave without anyone. You don't just walk down the pit. You really want to, but you don't.
Berlin,
I've
Like,
been
just
burned
talk.
by this before.
Berlin, who's
Yeah,
right next.
exactly.
Berlin, who's right next to you. What are you muttering about?
Oh, did he
Are
go with
you?
it?
Yes, I thought the whole party went.
No, she
No,
offered to
Awen was
go
saying
No.
she was
ahead.
gonna scout.
She's the only one that's able to go.
Oh, Berlin,
Well,
you can too.
without difficulty, unless you want to do your more blood magic shit. But she figured, hey, is it easier if I just go check it out, come back, tell you what I found?
Oh, I thought we were just toughing it out. Yeah, Berlin goes with you.
Oh, well, no, you should have said something about that.
I didn't
Sorry.
know that you were actually going alone. Nobody said anything. We've just kind of been doing things.
We actually, we did say it. I did say
Awen
it.
did say she
Yeah.
was gonna scout ahead, but
Fair enough. I did
Yeah,
not
I-
hear
I-
you.
I thought.
Yeah, that's
I was
why we were
gonna have-
discussing how did I see. I said I got like I got the little thing of person
that
rope on the arm.
it got
holding
it
the
got lost in
lantern.
translation.
Okay.
It's fine.
You know what?
Yeah.
Oh.
To give you the creepy aloneness, Berlin gets impatient about 45 seconds later. I'm gonna go with. Carry on.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
You sure?
Already going by.
You sure?
Leave him alone.
Okay.
With Volrent.
Well, technically, he's not quote unquote alone. Just
Hop up.
Click.
Here you go, them.
page
Got
404
Varlon
player
with
not
you, yeah.
found.
As
Hop up. Here
Varlon's
you
just
go with them.
watching this whole he says Varlon will look at you and says, "Oh, we're going with him."
I can take one of
Do you want to step in it?
Oh, I don't need to. As he just starts walking on the wall down the passageway.
Ah, yes.
Spider-Maning that shit.
Not even that. He's fucking Dracula from Van Helsinging across.
Both work.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's something.
Well, Noah, if you want, I can take you with.
Noah.
I don't know why I called you Noah Pierre.
Okay, weird.
I was thinking chaotic elf thoughts at the moment, sorry.
You look like you know it all, that's all.
Not. I don't know if that's an insult or uncompliment. You know what? Sure, whatever.
No,
I don't think I'm gonna. I don't think it's gonna be okay staying here all by myself. So I guess let's go.
Berlin, like, levitates over to you, like, hunches forward a little bit, puts his arms in the loop. Alright, you ride, bitch. Offering you to ride on his back.
Okay, this is not what I thought when you first offered it.
Come on.
Just him riding Pierre like a surfboard.
No, Pierre's gonna ride on Berlin's back. Is the idea.
No,
Yeah,
I was thinking like he lifts up Pierre's blood and then stands on Pierre's back like a surfboard.
Tempting.
Oh.
You tempt me.
Hold on. Hold on.
You tempt my sinful hand.
Anyways.
Hold on. William, I'm sorry. You reminded me that image exists. I'm gonna put it in Archon channel.
But yes, so.
There we go. It's on Archon.
So, William, when do scorpions on the ceiling drop down, hit us with paralytic venom, then go back on the ceiling? And kill us?
At this level, it wouldn't kill you. Not immediately.
Incredibly powerful bullshit scorpions that, for some reason, are untouchable while they're on the roof, even though we have ranged weapons.
Anyways. That's just a book character.
You're right, I read that book earlier, you remind me of him.
Anyways. So yes, as you guys are... Oh my god, Kintama, yeah, that's right.
Intama has so much.
It's the first thing I thought of when you said you thought he wrote him like a fucking thing.
So
I'm gonna
Yeah,
turn myself small. I'm gonna turn myself small.
I mean,
Alright.
Okay.
Berlin can carry you just fine.
Yeah, you don't have to do small.
Well,
I would
Take
rather
it
be.
easy.
I would rather be small.
okay. You are now child-sized on Berlin's back.
Go.
You are
And
now
now all
being
of a
held like a
sudden-
sack of potatoes.
You don't want to go full Hisoka now?
What did he do again?
No, the fact that you are now holding child.
Yeah.
Alright, hop.
Anyway.
Hop up. Go ahead. Go ahead before me and
Go.
let anyone know.
Alright, so yes. You will travel further up the tunnel, which you will start to hear the sounds of another waterfall. Not nearly as large. Instead of like the dull roar of like the Niagara Falls-esque water. Oh,
The penile break.
Jeez. Oh, that has two different implications,
And both are correct.
and both are fucking horrifying.
You're very welcome.
I activate the handbrake.
Anyway.
The handbrake is broken off.
Anyways, instead of the large, dull roar of like the Niagara-esque waterfall, this one is.
You're welcome.
God damn. I have to get serious about this. Oh my god.
It's hard when you're in the middle of this.
Okay, everyone, serious
God damn
faces. No more meeting.
Okay.
We're about to find the fucking refuse pit of this creature where it puts all the dead children.
Don't
Instead
worry,
of
William.
the,
This is like, go on.
I was gonna say, instead of the dull roar of the massive waterfall, this one is more of a gentle stream, like it's loud, but much less so. Instead of the tens of millions of gallons an hour, this one is maybe hundreds, like dozens of gallons, hundreds. It's much less. You don't see it, but you can hear it as the acrid smell gets stronger, and the smell of rotting flesh gets stronger.
Yeah, that's like she was turning back, and at some point she'll run back into Berlin and then coming down the hall like, I went ahead.
Sorry. He was a bit impatient, apparently.
Oh, well, I'm judging you guys can smell the smell.
Oh, yes, it is terrible.
Yeah, she'll describe it as the smell she remembered from, back when. And basically what uh William was saying earlier about the whole thing. Like, why it's so familiar that I think it's possible that slime we may have talked about probably might be down this way.
You're muted if you're saying anything, Freaky.
It smells like somebody was trying to treat gangrene with oil of vitriol in here.
I would say, how do you know that? But I work in a lab, so
I mean,
yeah, that's a bit that is kind of it.
to be fair, it's part book reference, part something I've seen before. Granted, nobody was trying to treat gangrene, the man just had gangrene and got back from the war front.
You still talking about that book?
No, different book. I don't
Oh,
think you've read this one. Given that
Looking
doesn't
through
exist in
both
this
of
world.
them.
also, yeah, I'm somehow
So-
over here, even though I'm on his back.
Well, he would have set you down by now. We've reached the cavern. As you look, Berlin bats his eyelashes at you.
I just put you there. Like, if you want to move yourselves, you're more than welcome to.
Oh, yeah. Drop concentration.
Well, everyone.
No good choice.
Well, everyone. We should probably move quietly from here.
Because
That's-
potential.
I will say that this
Potential
room,
trappings.
the floor, the quote unquote ground level of this room is the river, as you can see, like the water flowing through it. Other than that, it is very much so like vertical.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, that's the light cantrip.
yeah,
Just give an idea.
mildly distracting.
Yeah, give me a moment. Anyway.
Yeah, like you can see this area that you're standing on is relatively even, and you're and it's about a foot above the waterline. Over here, it sharply goes up, like very sharply goes up, to the point where like over here is about 20 feet above your heads. over here is about 30 feet above your heads.
Alright, everyone, knees high, thigh exercises commence.
I would like everyone who does not have a climbing speed or any way to stick to the walls, I would like you to roll a athletics check to if you wish to climb up anything.
I choose to cheat.
Yes, you are flying. I
And
do
bi-
understand that.
and bison floats.
You raise me up. Well, I have to climb, don't I? Because I can
Yes.
only walk on water. Athletics. Give me that one. No? No? Okay.
Yes.
Look at that.
You're on his back, aren't you? So you didn't have to climb.
Yeah.
Or did you get off his back here?
He did say both. Freaky said that Berlin put him down, and Cosmo said that Pierre drops concentration.
Okay, makes sense. Okay, never mind.
Comical?
Yeah?
You just agreed.
Sorry, I just heard you say something, and then it went quiet.
Yeah, I just said yeah. I just said yeah.
Oh, okay. So would you like to roll a acrobatics as well then?
I already did.
That's
Athletics is
21.
21. Yes, it is steep, and the moving water causes foam, which causes dampness. Interestingly enough, there's not a lot of mold. Almost as if it was eaten away by something. And as you... Sorry, give me a second. As you are looking through this section of the cave, yes, Berlin, you will see that it goes a little up, but there is an area above this, meaning that there does go into another cave. As yes, you will see as this leads into, as I said, another cave system where you'll be able to see there is a waterfall area over here. You're using the light cantrip, right?
Yep. This is correct.
The water here is... never mind, it doesn't go that far.
It might be 30-60. Let me check.
This does
Nope.
go down, like, rather heavily from where you are.
Yeah.
Also, anyone, is your HP like you are very low?
Yeah, because you guys didn't have a long rest after the island. You just came straight here.
Oh.
So she's still damaged from the T-Rex fight.
She should have a lot more health than that, though, because I healer's feeded her. She should have at least her level plus something.
Man, it has been less than 8 hours since that fight. How the hell?
She has 42. So she does.
Oh, that's right. Awen just has insane HP amounts, so it's just a little sliver of her health.
She's a barbarian. What you expect?
I know.
Let's see. So you're about 25 feet up from the water level, which is right here. This goes down about 10 feet, so you're about 35 feet above the water down here. You're about 8 feet above this pool right here.
Hmm. Do we want to investigate this patch or move deeper?
Varlon will shrug his shoulders. Might as well investigate as we go. It's the biggest area. It seems to be where the water goes. Why not?
Fair enough. Levitates in. Just sort of goes low enough to make sure there's at least 5 feet of clearance from the ceiling at any given time.
Okay. Oh,
Unless
you're going. Okay.
Unless the ceiling goes
The
way
ceiling. The ceiling in this chamber is about uh 50 feet above the water.
Basically, Berlin's maintaining the altitude he was at this
Okay.
location
So you're
for the most part.
yes. So you're about 35 feet up from the water.
Yeah.
And yes, it's 40 feet. As you look down through the water, if you give me a second, actually.
Moves down 10 feet if it's hard to see.
Yes. You'll see that, yeah. Right here is basically a pillar which goes all the way to the ceiling. Here is a pillar.
Yes.
This area over here is a lot like the area you just floated through, which is basically like a raised area that blocks your view from going down across it. But you do see the river flowing over here. And as you hover down to get closer to the water, do you guys want to move at all, or Awen and Pierre?
I was waiting for you to finish your description. There we go. Because
Okay.
yeah, she is can't speak. Got it. Damn. Yeah.
You see that the water here is like pure oil slick, basically. It looks like oil slick. It is like you don't even see through it. It's just a haze of rainbow color.
Well, that's bad.
Isn't that like what we saw earlier in the water?
Yes, but much
it
worse.
is much worse.
It's never that simple. Just face, hand on face. Just, when you pull on your face.
Yeah. Like you drag your palm down your face.
Yeah, exactly. That's what she's doing right now. It's never that simple.
Caves never. Berlin's gonna throw a copper piece into the water.
Okay. You see the water goes thick. The surface tension of the water is it seems to be a lot higher, as like it almost seems to catch the copper piece for like half a second before it goes through, and the water doesn't go nearly as high as it should. And then there is a moment of silence, or moment of like watching the ripples go.
About
And then
25
the
feet
water
up.
seems like the water seems to somewhat like thrash a little. You don't see anything go above the water, but you do see the water thrash a little bit. And yeah, it seems something was attracted to your copper piece.
We found life.
Is that a good thing?
No. Yes.
Okay.
Depends on who you ask.
I doubt that that's the only one down here. Should probably take care of it now.
Berlin's still 25 feet up in the air.
Yep.
I don't know, I don't know if the whole pool is it or not, but I could try something. Unless any of you have an idea. Perhaps a wall of flame or something of that sort could boil the entire pool. Perhaps if somebody create an illusion, or you could draw it out.
I mean, I'm willing to try whatever at this point.
Pierre, Florent, either of you?
Varlon will like clutch his chin a little bit as he says, well, it's not racking to us, so it might not be able to see out of the water, or it might see us as too much, might be ambush predator, in which case illusion might not do much because it would be able to sense the disturbance in the water, or lack thereof.
Well, a little bit of teamwork. You place an illusion at the edge of the water, I tap on it with a mage hand, and we see what bites. Let's go fishing. You and me, eh? Bonding time.
Let's see.
Say
I
so.
could just freeze the water chunk by chunk. I don't have any illusions, unfortunately. I could throw my familiar in there.
Pierre.
Oh, no, he does have a minor illusion.
Oh, I would have thought so. Somebody in this party better have minor illusion. Ramen.
He also has mage hand.
Yeah. And neither of them are concentration.
Yes.
Berlin
I
now
don't-
lounging on the air, watching.
I don't really have much of anything to rate out a creature. I can advocate something, but I don't know what it would need, what it would want.
I would like a teddy bear made of meat.
If it's an ooze, then yes, flesh would probably be the best.
They're usually not very smart. I think the illusion with tapping on the water might draw it out just fine. We might not even need the illusion.
Or if perhaps we dangle something from a rope and just dip it in and out of the water, might get out of the water to like go after.
And I wish I had a chest full of meat right now.
I know. Well, let's try the mage hand plan first, since it costs us nothing and we can do it in approximately 12 seconds.
Let's see. Awen, as you're over there, looking down at the big lake, you will note something. That is the fact that in this lake over here, there appears to be part of a pig. Well, not a pig, but a part of a boar coming out of the water. Well, not out of the water, but it seems to be stored in the water, like underneath the in the pool there.
It's pickled.
More or less. You would note that the pig or the boar has blue spots.
There's contaminated boar here.
Oh, I'm sure. To be
What?
fair, we've been breathing in particulate of it this entire time. We're probably going to have to get treated when we're done here.
Oh yeah, no, I pretty much accepted that coming in, but I'm just pointing out the obvious because I feel like we ought to know. At this point, God, can I just get this fucking shit done for the day? I want to go back to my family. I'm literally at my own village, and I'm gotta fucking do this shit for my family. She's Kurt's cowardly dog right now. The things I do for love.
Awen now
Things I
understands
do for
Fortune.
family.
Awen now understands Fortune more deeply. Rank up. Fortune's persona can now do 2 attacks on a crit instead of 1.
Anyways. So yes, what are you guys going to do?
The pig probably weighs way more than 10 pounds, I take it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like a full third of a boar. That thing probably weighed like 500 pounds when it was alive.
That's a big boar.
Eh,
How did
somewhat,
it get
but like
down
there are a
here?
good number.
It was probably dragged down.
Do you think it got dragged down from the waterfall?
Possibly.
Yeah, no, you're right. That is a very big boar, so it would be
Yeah.
about
Like 150 pounds is a normal.
100, about 190 would be about average for a boar.
Yeah. I've eaten wild
So
boar
that-
before.
So that would probably weigh about 63 pounds, roughly.
Yeah.
What is left of the boar.
I mean, is it just the boar in the water? There's like nothing else of interest.
No, there's like bits and pieces of like other animals as well.
Okay.
You see that there is like the hindquarters of a deer.
Somebody's cat.
No, that's too small. It would have been eaten by now.
Benimaru's head.
You see there's a torso.
Benimaru's torso.
But yeah, just large chunks of various animals.
Well, alright then. Just grabs a chunk of animal with mage hand and is gonna go and splash it around at the edge of the other pool, then drag it out onto the rock to see if anything follows.
Let's see. As you like splashing around in there, you will almost immediately come across a tentacle that comes out of the water and seems like tries to drag it back in, which I do believe would tear it out of the
Yeah, 10
grip
pounds.
of the mage hand.
Yeah.
Yes. This is unlike any pseudopod you've ever seen, as it basically just looks like an oil slick.
Berlin, having seen all of 4 pseudopods in his life. Ah, yes. Unrefined petrol.
It's a tentacled one.
Well, all
And just drags it back into the water and goes back in.
Berlin considers deeply for a moment if this thing is flammable, and if we'll all die if I use Fireball. Goes over the smell, considers what he knows about chemicals. Any combustibles? Any immediately noticeable combustible kind of odors in the air?
Roll a survival check.
Okay.
If you need a boar image, I gave you one.
Yes. Thank you for that, Beta.
You're very
But I
welcome.
am good. But I am good for now.
Okay, good.
14. No, nothing that smell like some things that might smell flammable, but you're pretty sure that no, it's
I don't smell
you'd be
intoxicating amounts of like ethanol and petrol and things.
no,
AKA, we're not gonna have a grenade going off in our face.
A
no.
Fallout 3 to New Vegas, combustible gases effect. You fired your gun in the wrong place, you're dead, kiddo.
But yeah, you just watch as like through this gray through this like rainbow iridescent water, there is just this mound of gray that is slowly disappearing from this barely visible bit of flesh underneath the waves that you can see, just slowly disappearing.
Berlin will give it up. Well, Ooh. Wait a second. Berlin's gonna see if he can be smart. He's gonna grab a gold piece. Or no, it can dissolve gold. Never mind. We already know that.
Yes.
Do I have anything made of glass? Yes, I do. Berlin's gonna grab a vial, and he's gonna cast the light cantrip on that, and he's gonna toss it into the water.
Okay. Yeah. You will see as it go. How far into the water do you throw it?
Where the purple spot is.
Okay. What happens if a object that has light cast on it is broken?
It is no longer the object it was previously, and the spell ends, although I would assume the viscosity of the water would cushion the fall. Because you said it had a bunch of surface tension to it.
Yes. That is not what. As you'll see, the pseudopod will go out to attack the vial, and hit it because it thinks,
Okay.
it's something alive that went into the water.
Damn.
So it does go crunch.
Yeah, so basically the light just off. Well, shit.
It goes in and stinks for a few seconds, but yes, it does basically just go out almost immediately.
Alright, everyone, we've learned that it crushes its prey before it dissolves them.
Much like a snake. How nice.
Anybody have a glass, marble, or bead? Something that won't be easily crushed, made of glass?
I just have my beakers and my jaws.
I feel like that wouldn't go well.
Yeah.
Anything magical made of glass? Magic is much harder to break after all.
Nothing I'm willing to sacrifice to the slime.
The only magical glass-like thing I have are my goggles. They have lenses on them.
Let's see.
I'm not going to use this. It's a hand-me-down from my dad, so no.
No, he'll look towards Awen.
Magical glass?
Anything magical, really.
Or
It's
just
much harder to break.
Or just a very, very small piece of glass, like a bead or marble, will also work. I just need something that won't be instantly crushed if this creature tries to constrict it.
Well, I do have the like putting the bag, going through it again. Immovable rod?
No. At this rate, my 15
digging.
my 15 gold diamond is looking like the best option.
Digging.
What about a key?
Wait,
A what?
A key.
No.
if
that
I
does
run
not.
back, I could grab some of that amethyst from earlier. Would that do?
No, amethyst is a quartz oxide. It would dissolve.
This he put. I mean, yeah, but brings out like a key. It's magical. I don't know what it does, but it's magical. Apparently.
Maybe. It depends on how magical and how strong the acid is.
Well, it says it can't open any door, though it has failed every single time.
Does
You
Berlin know
said
what this
glass,
is?
though, right?
Yeah, a glass bead or marble.
Basically anything small and durable enough that it wouldn't be either crushed or dissolved by the acid immediately.
Yeah.
Does my ring, which is also my transmuter stone, count?
Your transmuter stone might count.
I believe, yes, that would count. And you can just make more of them if you so desire.
The academy's like my school is gonna kill me if they find out about this. What about my ring?
I mean, I'm not attached to my Dreadhelm either. We could use that somehow.
At this point, you're recommending things that are worth more than this diamond I have, as Berlin just reaches to his pocket, pulls out a little sack, and just jingles it. Because he's got, like, diamonds you find in a typical engagement ring that are worth, like, 15 gold. Which... What? Diamonds be dissolved in acid? It's straight carbon. Maybe? Aqua Regina can't. Aqua Regina cannot dissolve diamonds. And it can dissolve gold, so maybe? Nope, cannot melt diamonds. It will damage, or it will, not damage, it'll, like, fog them.
What happened?
Huh?
My thing broke. What happened?
We're just considering, you guys are starting to recommend items that are worth way more than 15 gold, and Berlin has a 15 gold diamond he could just throw in.
And I have money to replace that, no problem.
So do I.
And so do you.
I don't know how much this one costs.
It is a transmuter stone. People would kill for it.
So yeah. No.
Right.
The only reason she offered the helm was because she has so much money on her right now. The helm seems like a moot point for her.
Like, what you have in your hand there is like the incomplete Philosopher's Stones from Full Metal Alchemist, like the one Father Carmichael Carmel, whatever his name was, had.
The fake one.
Yeah.
And his ring.
You basically have one of those. So, about as valuable as that.
But yes, so what are you guys planning on throwing into the water?
15 GP diamond. Light cantrip, let's go.
Okay, what color light?
It's always red with Berlin's light cantrip. I can choose no other color.
Okay.
It's the trade-off. He can cast it on
Who
himself.
just left?
But it's, yeah.
I heard the sound of someone leaving. Who left?
Hello?
Oh, it was Comic.
No! I think he lost connection or something.
Maybe. Damn it.
But yeah, I can only do red. The Berlin's
Comic.
cantrips are funny.
My Discord keeps cutting me and everyone out. I don't know what's happening.
Secret?
Should we go to secrets?
I mean, it's not like the whole like laggy thing. You all sound robot. It's just literally everyone becomes silent, and like I don't know if you're all talking about it. It doesn't like do the green lit up thing.
That
Maybe.
happened to
Yeah,
me
I think
once,
secrets,
and it
maybe.
fixed itself.
Um,
Yeah, let's try it.
I was gonna say restart Discord. Maybe you have an update.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I can try. Hold on. It shouldn't. My new laptop is actually pretty good, so Discord won't take too long to open. Be right back.
Okay.
Yes, it seems diamonds are not corrodable in acid. At least most acids. I don't know about this one. It's carbon glass, basically.
Yes.
And carbon and silicon are
I'm gonna
incredibly
wait
similar.
I'm gonna wait for comical.
Yeah. Right now I'm just talking about the chemical composition of carbon. Isn't it like 2 protons away from silicon? If I remember right, its atomic number is like 2 less than silicon or something like that.
I don't remember, to be entirely honest.
Me neither. It's a very
Comical, you good? Comical?
Processing. Give him a moment.
Hey, comical. You good?
I think so. Let's go. Let's see.
All this trouble just to track us down.
Alrighty then. In that case, yeah, you'll huck a diamond into the
Shine bright
into
like a
the
diamond.
pool, and it is once again almost immediately grabbed. Thankfully, it does not seem to be destroyed.
Excellent.
As you see, as a shadow the light goes very, very dim as it appears to be taken into the creature.
Any idea how big the creature is? Like, can we discern anything about it from here? With it?
I don't know if you'd be able to see that with just
I don't know if there's like where like the water and the slop meet kind of deal. Like if there's any sort of, the predator style shimmer where light reflects there. I don't know. Like if you crack an egg into a cup of water without the yolk, you could see like the white because it doesn't mix with the water, or oil and water, I guess, kind of deal.
I would say that there's
Lava lamp.
too much distortion from the already like hard to see through water.
Well, if anybody has I don't know, lightning or something like that, or wants to blast it, we see it now.
You do see as like it will start to head like towards the center, as you just see the little light just right.
Yeah. Anybody?
As Varlon will shake his head as he says, I don't have a whole lot of damaging spells.
Anything that could penetrate water for a good depth? Perhaps something that will arc through it or annihilate it?
Well, I have one big option, one sort of middling option.
I have Wither and Bloom.
Maybe. Basically, guys, it's a creature you can see now, so...
Yeah, I can either prismatic spray it or magic missile.
Hmm. Maybe magic missile.
Yeah, it's the same magic missile the fuck out of it.
I could
Alright.
see if the firebolt will reach it, but I'm not sure.
But how far is it? 120 feet? Do I reach? I do. Yep, okay,
Berlin
and
pulls a
let's do
musket out of
this.
his bag.
Let's go first of all. So that's a 3.
Okay.
If it hits at
And
all.
with that, I would like everybody to roll initiative, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, Rooney.
Ah, that's a nat 20.
Look at that initiative. That net 20.
Initiative.
Look at that initiative, net 20.
Damn.
Unnecessary. I wish that would have happened at a different time, but it's there.
Alrighty then.
The rainbow slop, our most hated and vile enemy.
Alright, so, in that case, Awen. Yeah. It's your turn if you want to, like, climb down a little further, go, like, try and ready attack to attack it or something. I don't know. But, yeah.
Yeah. Just real quick, gonna go. I'm a physical attacker. You think getting close is any good?
If you have a reach weapon you're not too fond of, I'd recommend using it. A polearm, perhaps.
Did she use her harpoon to stab? Oh wait, no, I have that whatchamacallit weapon.
The Heartstone.
Is that what that was called again? I never put it on my
Concern.
weapons list, but yeah.
The Heartstone Concern.
Yeah, although
Alright, I started here.
that's technically not a magic weapon. I don't know if it'll survive. Fear.
Fair,
It is
but
technically non-magical, yes.
Yeah, so fear. We live in fear.
hmm,
If you want, I
Fear's
could
like
teleport
2
you on
comments
top
away.
of it.
I mean, whatever Awen does, I don't have access to your bag.
no.
If you like, I could
Because
teleport you on top of and drop onto it if you think it's a
because
good idea.
here's the thing, she's only got one magical weapon, and that weapon actually means a lot to her.
Pierre, the goal is to not have Awen as a solution.
Giving you an option.
Oh. Yeah, no, that's the only magical weapon she really has, so she's gonna have to use non-magical weapons. Which she has plenty of to go through. Or rather, the battle axe, the mace, and the javelin. But she also has the short bow.
Good work.
Yes.
Alright, you know
Whatever.
what? She's going to, since I did say earlier she was carrying the frost brand, so in order to grab the short
Yes.
bow, I'm assuming she's gonna have to drop her frost brand.
Okay.
Alright, I'm just gonna draw that for myself real fast so I don't forget that I have it there. Okay. And take out the short bow and fire.
Do you throw it over there? The sword?
No, she's not throwing the sword at it. She was using
I mean,
her
like,
bow.
do you put, like, does she, like, put the sword, like, is that an accurate representation of where the sword is now?
Yeah, she put it down. Yeah. Because,
Okay, so it's at her feet, it's not 10 feet
Yeah.
away.
yeah, exactly. It's at her feet. That's why I put it on the same grid part as her.
Oh, I saw this, and first I thought that was the sword.
No. That's why. No, it's right here on her.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, I saw this.
Oh, yeah, no.
I thought that was the sword.
No, it's alright. So, yeah, she's gonna take out the bow and arrow and fire.
Okay, go
Short
ahead.
bow.
It will be disadvantage because it is a ranged weapon going into water.
Which is fine.
Uh, 23 will hit.
I did not rage, obviously.
Obviously, yes. Okay, so 5 piercing. Sounds good.
Alright. Then I can do that 2 more times, right?
I do believe so, yes.
Alright, double checking.
14 on hit. For 10 piercing. Man.
And then one last time.
A 13 will hit.
Come on, big get me.
-8. So, yeah. It does not look particularly, or like, you'll see like the light is moving and thrashing around. As it does not appear to be very happy with what has happened to it. Oh, yes, that actually does remind me to. There we go. Okay. Alien. Okay.
Yeah, I took my actions. I still have movement. So climbing down this, how much movement would that be? Because you said it's like a slope.
If you do not have movement speed, like from here to here, it's a sheer drop. You would have to go this direction to like go down, because this way goes up in that or sheer drop into this pool over here. But climbing is half movement. So every 5 feet you go takes 10 feet of movement.
She'll take the long way, considering the climbing thing, and plus, depending on how far that water goes up, that's technically where she would drop at, because the whole water.
This water is about the water from here to here is about 8 feet down, or at least the surface of the water is 8 feet down, and then down to here is the surface of the water is 35 feet.
This
It's
one's
25 feet. It's 35 feet. This is
So
about 8
if
feet
she
down.
were to jump
This is about
down,
20
she would jump down to 8 feet, because the
Yes.
Because
The
of
8 feet to
water.
the surface of the water. Yes.
Yeah, because remember, she's got the water walking thing, so technically, if she were to jump down, be jumping down 8 feet.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, she'll still go the long way, so.
Okay.
Because we're not in a rush to fucking, there's no dire need of, let me take extra potential damage time.
Yeah.
Yes.
If anything, it coming
So-
out of the water after is the best thing that could happen.
Exactly. So what was it? 5.
A bow from Titan, so.
That's a cool reference.
I will need you to make another athletics check, please.
Okay. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
And yeah, you're fine.
I did a cool Legolas flip for no reason.
What is your movement speed?
I am 40 speed.
Okay. So yeah, so that'll be 10, 20, 30, 40. Yep.
Alright,
Okay.
yeah. Good to go. And that's where she'll stay.
Okay. Pierre.
Okay. Well, so there's a hard one to think about. Oh, and that's a black box. There we go. Hmm. There's really not much I can do. I guess it's just magic missile. We'll do it in third level. Sure. So that'd be 5. Yeah. That'd be 7, 11, 13, 17.
Okay. 17 more damage. 3, 7, 11, 13, 17.
Just gonna hope it's not gonna do anything yet.
Alrighty then. Berlin.
Berlin. Well, at this time the fight's not really worth much in the way of resources, so we're gonna try out ye olde. Where the fuck is the macro? Ye olde firebolt with a 14 to hit.
Okay. 13 would hit, yes.
12 fire damage,
and-
possibly
Alrighty then.
on an ooze submerged
Lovely.
in water.
So with 6 fire damage. Boop.
Fucking Frieza death beams.
Congratulations.
We've slain
This
the
is what you
monster.
killed.
Oh, I love that you took my name. You used it. Yay! Or I guessed it. I guessed and/or inspired the name. Aw, this thing's kind of cool.
But
If so
But yeah.
dangerous, why so pretty?
I know. Aw, Rainbows is good. Aw, that's good.
yeah, it was just a gray ooze
Oh,
that got bigger because of the potions.
so I was right. It's just a polluted gray ooze.
I don't know if you guessed specifically gray ooze. I think you said
not
black
gray.
pudding or ochre.
I
Yeah.
had said we need to look out for gray oozes in the area when we were entering the quarry, but that was more of an off-the-cuff thing. But I did guess that it was an ooze polluted with potion reagents. Not specifically a gray ooze, though.
I love that
But
art.
yes.
What a gross little boy.
Yeah. And now it's just at the bottom of the river.
Well,
Or at the bottom of this pool.
well, that's one. I'm sure there's
Oh.
like 90 more.
At the very least, we know it's just a weird gray ooze. I guess a
You don't
died
know that
one.
it's specifically a gray ooze. You just
Oh.
see that. You don't even see it yet. You just see it stop moving after whatever, after what Berlin did.
Yeah. The water's just boiling.
Because it's still in the water. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
Alright.
we need to pull that out?
Berlin blasting it a couple more times. I don't know.
I don't know the properties, and well, I do have to examine it.
Leo.
There's
If
probably
you-
more of these.
If you cure this pond of disease, would it cure the thing of disease?
Not sure.
Or if you cure it of disease, would that end it?
Ooze typically contaminates the water around it, so maybe.
A little acid didn't hurt. Never hurt anybody.
Right.
It's the disease that's doing all the thing. That's making that's hurting everyone.
I've
Again,
seen
I do need.
everything.
Again, I have to check. I have to check it myself. First things first is just to get some sort of sample out of its body.
We already have a sample of some of the slime. Remember, we got like
Yeah,
a
we
whole
got it up.
pile of it.
Yeah, you got a bunch of it coming down down the tunnel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would it be any different from the actual body itself compared to the trail?
There might be some difference, but nothing particularly noteworthy. Like maybe some maybe being away from the source would like cause it to break down faster or something, but no, not really.
Or
Honestly, if you had enough of it, you could literally just. I think you could probably just make another one of them.
True. Berlin's gonna see if he can like mage hand grab like a handful of the slop, if that's possible. I don't know how loose or not it is. Yeah, I don't know if it's like egg white or hagfish slime.
Or is it down now on the bottom of this like small pond?
It is specifically a liquid, so yes, you could grab some, but it would start slipping through your mage hand's fingers. You would need to get a sample of it quickly.
Alternative plan. Fetches a beaker.
Yeah. Yes, a gray ooze is stone turned liquid. So yeah, it's basically just super cold lava down there.
I wonder if that's an accurate description or just flowery language.
I mean that's what it says, and it's let's see. Gray ooze is stone turned to liquid by chaos. When it moves, it slithers like a liquid snake rising to strike.
Okay, is it an ooze that's like technically an elemental, so it's actually liquid earth, quote unquote?
I I don't know. I do know that yeah, it was at one point like just most gray oozes are at one point just like a brick at one point or like a rock or something, and then Ooblex just like this would be funny.
Bitch. Okay, I'm gonna get a beaker out of my alchemist supplies and try to scoop. Just get a small one, a little
Okay.
like half quart holding one.
I will say roll a spellcasting check, please.
You got it, buddy boy. I think that's this actually. That is so 25.
Yes, 25. As you
Yes.
do this, it's a bit difficult to keep the water out, but
I'm
it
hoping
is
it's
it is liquid. It's liquid stone. It's much more dense. So as you like scoop it out and bring it in, it's almost more. How big is this speaker?
This one is like
Like, what would you say? A quart, like a pint,
have
a
you ever
cup,
it's half of a quart, so
a pint. Okay.
yeah. Or then half of a pint. Okay, you know those little tiny milk cartons you got at school lunch? Half of one of those.
So about half a cup. Oh,
Yes. I would like 8
'cause, yeah,
ounces of this slime, please.
yes. Okay. Yeah, because a quart is 4 cups. A pint is 2.
Or I guess it would be probably 16 ounces due to its density. Damn it, ounces is weight, not volume.
8 ounces is a cup.
Yeah.
16 ounces is a pound.
Measurements! I would like a standard urine
I'd-
sample drug test container full.
Oh, I'm gonna have to Google that later. Okay. So a small beaker. Okay. Yeah, you are able to get that. It does kind of slough off like down the sides of the beaker as you pull it out, like it's covered in the brackish water and all that good stuff.
Lovely. Yeah.
All that tasty.
Yeah. And Berlin just floats it
Taste the
over.
rainbow.
Delicious. Just floats it over to Pierre. Whatever container you want it in, hold it out.
Chemical, you dead again?
Yep. What?
Whatever container you want it in,
Oh,
hold
hey,
it
there we
out.
Oh, okay. That one just kind of turned silent, then came back.
Oh, that would have been your Discord then. It might be your download speed. going
Basically,
Probably is.
Berlin got a good amount of it in a beaker, and he's saying, hold out whatever vial or container you want so I can pour it in.
Well, he's
Because
going to use the jar that he was. He's going to hold out the jar that he made a few hours ago from the garnet.
Oh, the box.
The amount Berlin has will fill like 1/86th of that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He didn't want to chance
Not-
his beaker on the density of the liquid stone.
To be fair, he
Well,
doesn't
it's not-
know that it's that's the density of it.
He knows it's
So that
ooze.
also
Yeah.
yes.
Well,
Not all
well, it's
I'd
not.
say.
It's not much, but I guess it's sort of enough.
It's that thing where, like, whatever this thing is, it's denser than water. This is sensitive glassware, and he's using Mage Hand.
Yes.
I think we should try and get that thing out of the water.
I don't think that's happening in any easy way.
Again, how far is the bottom of the pool?
You do not know.
All right, can't eyeball it, I guess.
I mean,
Well, if it was around somewhere around 30 feet below from where we are, could possibly throw it.
if this was, some like a shoal or something, this would be a lot easier, but it's an amorphous blob of slop deep in brackish water at the bottom of a cave. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to get it out.
Can I dimension door that thing? Because it's not because technically dead, so it's a thing now, not a creature.
You would have to. You could, yes. You'd have to get into the water, though.
I was afraid of that.
I happen to know a spell you
Yep, you
probably
gotta
have
touch it.
that'll work.
Varlon is highly resistant to disease.
I think that'll help with the
I
acid.
have a dimension door, but I don't think I can survive that long inside and swim towards it.
Would you like a brain cell, Comical?
I guess so. It's not like I have any other idea.
You said you had telekinesis, right?
No.
I thought you took, like, every transmutation spell for your levels. Okay.
Hold on. I mean, I don't have telekinesis.
It's a 5th
I
level
try to
spell.
take as much as I can.
I thought for sure you had telekinesis. Okay. I'm out of ideas now.
Listen, if I read my spells, and I know if I have a telekinesis, I would use it by now. I would have used it to move us and do so many other things, but I don't.
Fair enough.
That's the problem.
This might be one of the few useful instances of Dust Devil. I don't know. Then again, that might just cover the entire chamber in acidic slop. Control water?
I don't have that prepared. Again, that was a spell I wanted to use for all the time we were stuck with the water pot, but I don't have it prepared. God damn you, wizard!
Resilient Sphere?
I have a frog sphere, but that's also not prepared.
Varlon also has Dimension Door.
Arcane Gate? Anyone?
Oh, actually, hang on.
I do have Arcane Gate. Not prepared.
Yeah.
Varlon could.
Arcane Gate's a ritual.
I
think.
Okay, so Varlon is going to try this. Shape water. Make the water around the body. Flip it over. And then freeze the water around it again. To basically make like an ice thing around the ooze.
Yay!
And then does anyone have rope?
I have. Well, anyone has a magical rope.
She'll let you use it.
Yeah.
And can you get this around the ice block?
I'll need one more person with Mage Hand to help me with it, but we could probably tie it off.
I have
But-
mage hand.
If you're using the magical rope, it can tie itself.
Hey.
Good.
One of my goals with
I want to get it cleaned up.
Yeah.
I want to get it cleaned afterwards. Okay. So yeah. Now in a block of ice, you guys will pull it onto the little shore here. This is actually probably a bad place to put it because it's very steep here. Probably the best place to put it would be over here, actually.
We could also,
If you want to head on over there.
or if anyone
Yeah,
has.
it's not nearly as steep over there.
Look at its rainbow shine. It's actually pretty nice. Pretty beautiful.
If
Yeah,
anyone
you'd have
happens,
to. Actually, go ahead.
I was gonna say if anyone happens to have mold earth, it would be a perfect time to use it.
Marlon does not have molder.
I don't have Moto Vita, but I do have Earthen Grass. I can sort of move it.
That actually could have been used to get it out of the water too, huh? That would have been good.
That was what I was gonna use, but you said that I couldn't. And I also don't know how far it is down the water. That's why I was asking if it was 30 foot on.
You never mentioned earth and grasp.
I
did
have
not.
Earthen Grass.
But yes,
Also, I was asking
the
if it's
ooze,
30 foot or not. So that's why I was wondering.
But yeah, anyways, you now have the ooze out of the water. It's in a frozen casket, basically. You would need to chip it out or wait for the ice to thaw. As interestingly enough, shaped water allows you to freeze water. It doesn't allow you to unfreeze it.
Yeah. Man, 5th edition has so many oversights.
But yes, so.
Well, what do you want to do?
Well, I can.
on
Well, I guess
wanna chip
if
pieces
it's
out
gonna,
of it, or
if it's gonna start on freezing an hour, it's probably best I collect the parts I want to examine. So, hmm.
you have a spigot,
Anyone?
maybe you could knock it into the ice and put it in that basket of yours.
We'd be better off just putting a hole in the ice in general in that case.
By the way, yeah, this thing is much larger than the container that you had.
Yeah.
Well, not good thing we're not going with that plan anymore. Okay, so let's see. He's gonna try and collect every single unique colored parts of this thing as he can.
It's not like parts. It's a sheen, as in like if you look at it, like if you adjust the light, the way it looks changes.
Ah, well,
Like it's
great.
all throughout the whole thing.
Okay.
you're getting the Aladdin holding out the hand. Do you trust me scene in the darkness right now? Need a lift.
Can I go grab my sword?
I'd be insulted if you didn't.
Then yes.
The way he said that made me think like, oh yes, if you weren't going to threaten me with physical violence, I wouldn't trust you.
I wouldn't be interested.
I mean, to be
Uh,
fair, one of his instructions to her was, hit me as hard as you can.
Go on.
I love a woman who will actually just kill me.
I love a woman who will actually just try to kill me. No one succeeded
And-
yet.
And according to what was his scale for her when she did the hit, she actually had to use some points.
Yeah, he actually did have to use, like, the damage reduction thing.
So
I think she
did
still did
fairly
like 2
decent.
damage to him, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, he did, like, the nanomachine's son bit, but he still bled afterwards. Like, you actually got in, like, an inch.
Which is, I'm assuming, pretty good
Yes, yes,
For-
it is.
normal people.
I did, in fact, soak 20 damage out of that attack, so yes, that was pretty damn good.
Yay! But anyways, so yeah, assuming she went and got the sword and
Let's
Yeah.
put
whole new world.
You swung hard enough to put that axe through a stone wall. Yes, you did good.
Yay!
Stone has 20 damage threshold, right? It was something like that. It was like 10 damage threshold and 20 HP if it's stone of a foot thick or something. Anyway. So yeah. Delivers Awen to the rest of the party.
Yeah.
Awen.
Yeah, I'm chipping
You
away
see,
up here at the pot.
there is just the monster, or one of that you assume of the monsters that has been terrorizing your village. It's dead now.
I want to poke it with a
I'm
stick,
just gonna
but
go
there's no
ahead.
sticks down here.
I have a javelin.
And
Berlin will gladly take the javelin if you're offering it. And he's gonna go
She
like,
is.
Yep. Little kid with a jellyfish. Jiggle. Jiggle, jiggle.
it eats anytime you poke at it, it just eats the javelin.
Yep.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
She gave it away freely.
You want to try one?
If any non-magical metal, let's see, any non-magical metal that touches the ooze corrodes, taking a -1 penalty. If the penalty drops to -5, the item is destroyed.
Yes.
Which she's not crying over a javelin.
And he offers you javelin. You want to try?
The ooze can eat through 2-inch thick non-magical metal in 1 round.
So basically plate mail and then some.
Basically, like horse plate mail.
Yeah. Wow.
She,
Yeah.
since you offered, she did take the javelin.
That
poke.
eats through your plate, your chain, and your gambeson. Enjoy.
And your breastplate, and your
and your breasts.
and your breastbone. Yeah, that's the joke I meant to make.
Oh, the sternum. Yeah. Your breastplate, your gambeson, your chain, and your what is it? Oh fucking hell! It'd be the same thing. Damn. Joke ruined. Didn't think well.
So now we're at the point of knowing what's down here. Now, I don't think continuing's a good idea, considering we run into this and, well, I only have one magical item, and we barely managed to get this thing out the water.
Well, luckily we know how to.
I
now.
can put it in my portable hull, and then we can get it out of here, and then purify the water. Hopefully that should make things good or make things
Everyone
better.
has Everyone has a portable hole.
You can, we
Fair,
have 100% confirmed what the source of it is, and that this thing is. So that's that, at least.
We just
Yeah.
need to know if this is the only source.
well, that's
But
what I
yeah.
mean, is if it's not the only source, at least we know what we're looking for at this point. Maybe. Hopefully.
Berlin floats over and retrieves his diamond.
I'm gonna guess you mage it.
Yes, he's not going in that
I think
water.
it would actually still. I think it would actually still be in the thing.
Retrieves his diamond from the slop.
Probably even using the javelin to kind of get it to the corner of the slot before mage handing it.
Levitating, corroded, red, glowing diamond.
Anyways,
So, that sounds good for now. If need be, we could always get other people to come down here later, that are more prepared with items, take care of any extra problems that might show up, aka if there's more of these oozes down here. That since we don't seem to have everything on us at the moment, could always re-prepare shit and leave and come back. Though I do want to stop at Amethyst Room again real fast.
does anyone have any divination spells we could use? Ask if there's more of them or something.
Not me. I didn't have sending.
Probably do a ritual for one, but it would take some time and a lot of resources I can't replace at the moment.
You know, I think maybe we could hold off on that anyways. We could always, again, ask the priest to come down here to,
Well,
like,
if anyone, if you would like, I would like to bring some people from my school to come and help out. And I have offered this many times, but it does seem, but it seems like you do. It seems kind of drastic. And the
drastic?
best, well, weird times and people being sick and all that. That's that kind of drastic.
Something of this scale could garner state funding.
Yeah, my
Well,
yeah,
I
my
mean,
my
as long as it
Jose.
helps, as long as it helps my village, you guys are welcome to whatever monsters, weird pokes again, ooze, slimes, whatever's down here, you're welcome to. I'm sure I tell the chief and he'll be fine with it.
So I'm welcome to whatever villages I like. Thank you, Abel. I'll keep that in mind.
You know damn well I didn't say that. I
Oh.
said monsters and stuff down here.
Yeah, I'd hear you, Abel, and about to take your mother out to dinner. Just comes back after faking walking away.
Yeah, you weren't really that convincing in that moment.
Oh, you must have tried.
Exactly. But yeah, no, she's referring to the fact that, okay, now that we know what this is, I don't see the need to, because if we had like a lot more magical weapons and supplies, she wouldn't be opposed to to keep going and seeing if we could clear the rest out. But given that I have the magic sword, and it took us this much of difficulty just to find this thing, we know what it is. We can leave and come back if need be, or just purify, like you said right now, William. Or, sorry, not William, but as the group suggested, purify and, treat whatever's going down. So, sound like a plan?
It does. I'm thinking we now have we have a more defined idea of what these things are, so finding them should be easier if we do some preparations. Although, we may need to call in help. It will take us... If the infestation is as bad as I think it is, because I doubt all of this Berlin gesturing to all of the infested water around here is due to one ooze. We may need
Exactly. That's my point. So, for now, retreat, regather, recuperate. Probably hire a few new people if need be. It's to purify the water, not to fight the oozes or anything.
Indeed. Well, this has been a fun little adventure. So let's all pick up. Let's all get ourselves back.
Yeah, that's what Awood's offering. Like, does that sound like a solid plan, everyone? Let's get the fuck out of here. But she also said, I do want to stop by that room of amethyst, though, real fast. AKA the one we came in on with the north-south, passages.
Do keep in mind that is a mostly naturally occurring cavern with no supports. So do be careful when mining things off the wall.
Noted.
Yes.
I only want to take a small chunk. It's not like I'm gonna, dig.
You should be able to. I'm just saying, do be careful because it might collapse on your head if you swing too hard.
Oh, yeah, no, trust me, I'm fully thought about that.
Yes.
No swinging, just pulling.
Oh. Nothing.
No, just more like finding the stalactite or stalagmite, whatever one comes off the ground, and possibly breaking off some of it. You know what I mean?
I think it's the mnemonic devices. Stalag might fall, stalag tight to the ground. I don't know. I don't know.
But you understand the meaning of what I'm trying to say.
Bah.
Whichever one fits. If she wants to bring it home, show what's in the cave. Also, again, it's Awood spoiling her family.
Yeah. Although,
Hey, when your kid's the one bringing home the shit, they're the ones who get spoiled first.
Eowyn, do keep in mind that knowledge of the gem mine is dangerous, so just choose your moment of who you reveal it to.
Well, one, this is mine that our whole town used to use, so I'm sure that at one point someone probably knew about it already.
I'm just saying.
Two, I understand.
Yes,
I get it.
This is a nation at war. You're a small village that doesn't even have a wall. And if people hear that there's money to be had and those people have power, they might take your village.
Yes, I understand, but that's why I want proof of what's down here. I'm not planning to take hundreds of these things. Just a small chunk is proof.
Yes, I'm saying that proof and the knowledge that there's a gem mine down here is what's dangerous, not taking a bunch of them up there.
No, what she's saying is that she's only going to show it to her family and or the mayor so that they have their proof to go get the things they need to prepare themselves for that kind of thing.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yes. And trust me, what the people the people
Because
that I can win only cares about these things.
it's the whole, okay, what's your sources? My sources, I made it the fuck up. No, my source is right here in my hand.
Yeah. The thing is, you could say literally anything, and I'm pretty sure the village would believe you because you're fucking Awen.
Oh yeah, but Awen doesn't think
No,
like
that's
that.
freedom soon.
Oh.
But that's not how she thinks. She thinks,
Yeah.
I need proof.
Yeah.
So, she got her proof.
I'm just thinking back to
Okay.
Rhyme of the Frost Maiden, where Burra had to put down her own uncle.
Ah,
So let me ask you guys this: which route do you head, or do you go to go back up?
Want to try that?
Do you go back up through the? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Anybody want to try that hole to the surface we saw earlier in that cavern with the lake?
I thought we'd go back the way we came in.
I was just thinking we could see what's up
Relatively.
there.
I'd rather minimize the risk right now.
Fair enough.
Well, if everyone's ready,
Indeed.
path is clear.
Okay,
We have a very obvious path back to where we are supposed to be. So, no one way of getting lost.
Yes, Vicky.
No, don't worry about it. Sorry, I got distracted by something payday posted there. I'm speaking ooze.
Pele.
Pele.
Anyways, so yes, you guys will head back up the encampment, back through the room with the lake, back through. Do any of you cast cure disease or on this thing, or
I don't have it.
That target's a creature.
fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Lesser Restoration is a creature.
Or like purify food and drink. I guess,
That's a
basically.
5-foot cube.
My foot radius.
Oh yeah.
It's a bit bigger.
Damn.
Yeah.
Gonna have to start making your own. Gonna have to start figure out the potions and then start making your own to counteract them, and just pour like thousands of gallons into your own drink.
The cleansing
Well,
stone might be.
I got the samples. We'll start figuring them out. I hope your village is okay with drinking some weird tasting stuff.
It's not ominous at all. But yes, you guys will head back through the other room. Awen will grab a chunk of amethyst. How large chunk do you want to grab?
She will grab 3 chunks if she can. The largest she can grab safely without. No, God, I would put it like. Probably the size of her palm. I'm assuming like.
She wants to get the biggest ones she can get without like potentially doing damage to the cave.
Yes, exactly.
Roll an investigation check, please, or a nature check, or a survival. If
With
anyone would
good
like, they can.
survival.
Never
Doesn't
mind.
matter because she gets a
Level
13.
Berlin just sort of watching with his mate. He's like sitting on a rock with his mason's tools laid gently on his lap and his hands folded on top of them.
And she just went like,
Yep.
Awen, you will find one. Oh, holy shit. It is 34 degrees outside right now.
Winter has come.
For you, Comical, that is 1 degree Celsius.
Oh,
I
joy.
like how you had her. How do you had to translate that?
Yes, I was kind of confused on how that was supposed to be. But yes, that makes sense now.
Learn freedom units.
It never
Cheeseburger.
gets that cold here.
Oh,
Winter
oh.
is non-existent.
I'm glad you said
I live on
that.
top of a mountain in Pennsylvania.
I'm glad you
It can
said that.
fucking go.
I'm so fucking glad you said that, Freaky. I've had this gift for the longest fucking time, and now I can fucking finally use it.
You've
put
used
it
this
in our
one
crowd.
before.
I've not used this one in fucking forever.
Like a month.
It's when we were sharing gifts, but not like in an actual conversation. But anyways, go on. I just wanted to use that. What the fuck is a kilometer?
I believe it's 100 meters? Yeah. Or 1,000 meters? Is it... No. Yes? I don't know. How many cheeseburgers per football field is that?
About 2 bald eagles per school shooting.
But how many Colt 1911s?
God. There are so many there are so many news stories about Americans measuring things and just as many different things as they can. Like, I think there was one which I was thinking of, which was like, oh yeah, this sinkhole is the size of 6 washing machines.
Technically, it's a superior method for day-to-day usage because we compare it to either observations based upon the human experience or objects you encounter in day-to-day life.
There we are. We're able to find three clusters.
Dang, that's a lot. That's a lot of gem. You know, there might be some sort of connection to the Earth plane here.
I don't bring that up. Don't bring that up right now.
I'm just saying, we're encountering... Actually, were we able to identify it as a polluted gray ooze, or was that completely above game?
Yeah,
That was
I think
completely above game.
that's above game, and we haven't even done any way of checking it. We just collected samples. That's it for now.
Yep.
Berlin while poking with
It's
the
also
stick.
a lot.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's also a lot larger than most gray oozes. Like, most gray oozes are medium sized, small to medium.
Berlin, while poking with the stick and looking around, will see if he can identify the ooze.
Roll an Arcana check, please.
Yes. No.
With a nat 1, It's a lot of pretty fucking colors.
This is a weird black pudding.
Yes. Plus, like you've said, there's
Yeah.
Berlin hasn't seen a whole lot of them to begin with.
You could have just said disadvantage. I would have said hell yeah. This was
Doesn't
literally
matter,
a
you get
long
them that
shot.
one anyways.
Yeah. This
But
is
anyways.
the weirdest black pudding I've ever seen.
And yeah, I mean, so yeah, you guys will head out into the, back through the tunnel, heading back up into the quarry. At which point, Berlin, you will get a message from your familiar.
Me, my steed. Same difference.
Yes.
Yeah. Status report, massive
As
hog.
it basically just says, I think the rocks are moving.
You may want to get away from the rocks.
And I don't see them. I just turn around and they're different.
You most... What? Okay, well, here we go. What does Berlin know about Gracelands?
Yeah. It's basically saying, oh yeah, I don't see them move. They're just in different positions whenever I turn around to look at them.
You know, to be fair, that's just sus in general, so... Go ahead and return to the village.
Oh yeah, no, that is entirely suspicious.
Yeah, I'm just like, wait a second, it doesn't matter if he knows what the fucking gray ooze is. That's way too fucking suspicious. Or wait, how far is the village? A few hours away, or?
Yeah, a couple hours away from the
Okay. So...
about an hour and a half, actually, yeah.
So yeah, instead just... walk until you can't see the quarry anymore.
Okay.
Just keep walking.
What direction?
Back the way we came. Keep walking until you don't see the rocks.
Okay.
Go. I want a little more
Start.
Japanese dub, Captain Ginyu, please. A little more.
Okay.
There you go. Sure. A little more generic superhero. A little more All Might.
I will do what you say, master.
Listen, William. This is the glorious, divine hog of, probably a plane of Arborea.
Bask in my glory, you filthy peasant.
There you go. That'll work. It's an ape spirit from, like, a divine demiplane of Arborea in the shape of a hog. Enjoy.
Anyways, so yes, as you guys will keep traveling. Huh. That's weird. I'd like each of you to do a history check for me, please.
Oh god. Guys, the entire cave has been an ooze this entire time.
History.
This is a
Yes, please.
Bukake single-digit rolls.
Oh no.
When playing as Berlin, I must keep my mind in
Yeah,
the gutter.
Yeah.
Pierre, please do a history check as well.
Oh, okay. Do.
That 20?
Well, it's age. 15, 12, 15.
Okay. Berlin, as you're traveling, you're probably just thinking, this fucking cave. I want to be out in the sunlight. This sucks.
Yeah, he does fucking hate it in here. That is true.
Awen, something feels wrong as you're traveling back up through the tunnel. You're not sure what exactly, but it's strange. You feel something strange as Varlon and Pierre would both realize, wait a minute. This isn't the route we took. The tunnel is different. There's no gray ooze on the floor in places.
Man. Kind of wish we had a paladin or a cleric right about now.
Well, don't we all?
But as you travel, you go through the tunnel. You exit back out into the quarry. It's a different hole than you went in.
Oh. Berlin doesn't notice.
Farlon's looking around. He's like, this isn't where we went in.
Ah, yes, that curvy rock over there is different from the curvy rock over there.
Is it just me?
I don't know.
Oh, it's never that simple. It's never that simple. It's never simple.
Looks at the sky. What time of day is it?
I think it's around 4 p.m.
Does that align with how long we've been down there?
You've been down there for about 2 to 3 hours, I believe.
Should it be?
Well, the trail should.
Yeah,
The
it
trail should.
should be about that time, man.
Okay. Go on.
No timey-wimey shenanigans.
Yet. What were you saying, Pierre?
Yeah.
Not here, at least.
Oh,
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Alright.
I love the young people.
Sorry.
Okay, Frankie?
Uranus jump scared me again. Hello, Uranus. Thank you for raiding again. We just emerged from a cave that we've been in for the last 4 hours. The tunnels were different than when we got in, and we emerged from a different tunnel than when we went in, even though we went down the same-ish path. Spooky.
Okay.
Spooky.
Anyways. Yes. Varlon will, look in, down the tunnel, look out along the quarry and just say, should we go shack up for the night?
I would think that would be best.
Contact. And Pierre can contact his friends. You can get your blood, whatever.
I
And
don't think this
we can ask Fortune how things are going.
That may work best. Massive Hog, return to the quarry.
Very well.
Okay. So Massive Hog is now Japanese, apparently.
I don't want to be too loud because I might disturb my roommate.
Nah, you got using no skate for the hog.
I see. Where he's okay. Well, when my Massive Hog
but
gets
yes.
back, we can ride him.
And yeah, your massive hog will get back. Does it actually have a name, or is it just named
Its
Massive
name
Hog?
is Massive Hog.
Just so he could
And-
purposefully say,
Yep,
would you like to get on my hog?
exactly. Would you like to ride my Massive Hog?
Just like how people
And-
call their dog syndrome so they can say Down syndrome.
Listen, William. Berlin's Massive Hog is relentless.
Damn it.
It will charge
And
at full
yes, so
strength.
you,
With children.
yes, but yes, you will make it to the, you'll make it to your, to where you were, back to the village. There's nothing seems to happen other than the weirdness of the shifting stones.
Home. Oh God, I never thought I'd be happy to see home.
I'm just happy we're not in the Feywild.
Awen, you would be quick to notice. There is a young man, sister's age, just kind of tenderly sitting, on a bale of hay on the outskirts of the village, and when he notices you, he just starts glaring at you. You know who this is.
I do know who it is. And you know what? She just straight up ignores him and keeps walking. Because but she does have the grin on her face, but she does straight up ignore him and keep walking. Because had this been I was down in a cave situation, she'd be more, hey, right now. But right now, it's more of a, I'm tired. I'm not to full health. We're all
I'm
dealing
still
with
healing
this.
from my T-Rex wounds.
Got swallowed by a T-Rex, immediately went home and investigated a cave.
A plague-ridden cave.
I think I deserved a sit down or nap or something. Oh yeah, and keeping my sister from getting STDs.
Damn.
They're like 13. What do you think
Damn.
they're doing?
I don't know what the fuck he's fucking. I don't know what the fuck he's been doing since I've been gone.
He's a
It's
farm.
my sister.
He's a farm boy in the middle of nowhere, so the local sheep.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
I don't
God.
know what he's been fucking. I just know
Anyways.
that's my sister.
Anyways.
Fortune is a
Yes, William. Freaky caught on when I was making the joke of, I don't know what he's been fucking. That's my sister. I'm protective of her to a degree.
Anyways. So, yes. You guys coming back will be a bit of, a notable event, to which the healer, the dragonborn healer, whose name I don't remember off the top of my head.
Let me grab my sheet.
Fortune has appropriated somebody's kitchen and started cooking.
I think Adhorn?
You named
Is that his
him
name?
Miras Jarin, or whatever.
Mir
Priest up in
Jarin?
the village. Yeah. Hold on, I got his name
Ah.
right here.
Yes, okay. Maruz Jarin. Yes, okay. Maruz will go up to all of you, and he looks rather tired, but not as tired as he was when you guys first came, as he says. Oh, hello. Are all of you, is everything good? Did you find the mage you were looking for?
So, I have some things to report back about. As she will. Look, let's take a seat first. My legs are exhausted.
You need any healing? I've got a couple of spells left and a bit of ointment I made.
You know, I would love some healing. I'm still recovering from this morning's eating from a giant lizard. I will describe that at a later time.
That does sound like quite the amazing story.
If you'd like, I can save you your spells and treat her some more. I never got to finish with her injuries.
Wow, he rolled really low.
Oh.
I'd rather, Berlin, if you'd help treat my people. I could deal with as much as this is.
Oh, it'd only take me about an hour to fix you up some more.
Whatever you're willing to do, Berlin, I'll take the help. I honestly, for truly, thank you.
Also, I believe Miss Karlstadt has your people managed.
He'll also hand you like a small stone jar, Awen. This also has a bit of a topical ointment. It's not magical, it won't heal any wounds like Kirktom's ointment or healing potion, but it does soothe muscle soreness.
In her head, imagining just slathering that shit all over her right now, but not actively doing it. Alright, allow me to tell you what we found. As she will not mention the amethyst mine, obviously, but
Yes.
we'll tell them about the mage thing and the going into the stone thing and then finding out the slime thing in the water and how that might be an issue and that she can possibly get more supplies and or even hire more people to go down there and make sure everything's cleared out if he needs more assistance, or should we ourselves need more assistance or not.
He's nodding as you explain all this, and he doesn't say anything until after you fully explain. As he'll ask, "May I see the notes? You said you couldn't read them. Perhaps I might know a language or two it's written in."
Alright. Here you go. I remember I always want to write it out. But I give it to someone.
I believe you had them. So yeah, he will check. He will check out the notes as he's nodding at them, and he says, these are in Draconic."
Hold on. Let's get Rara over here before we have to go through all this again. The chief.
Yes. And yes, your lovely chief. Let's see.
Because it makes sense to inform both of them at the same time instead of having to go through all this twice.
Yes. Yes. As you do this, he'll be brought over.
And once he is, she'll go through that one more time before we read the notes.
And yeah, as he is reading the notes, the the uh, the mayor just seems tired, uh, as he is just kind of sitting there, listening to you a bit listlessly. This is probably the first time you've ever seen him look this tired, uh, as he is just uh, the doctor, uh, Mures, will is reading the notes to you, and it turns out that she was trying to make a weight loss potion.
Nice.
The potion was basically meant to increase the body's temperature to burn fat away. But it always that's what if you remember, that's what the bacon was for. She was testing it on the bacon to see how the fat would react to the potions.
Yes, for his
And
blouse.
that's why she needed the blood root as well, to raise the body's temperature and to clear it clear the blood of impurities.
Oh shit, that perfect works.
There's so much more simple ways to doing that. Pierre's like furiously pulling on his blouse. If he was still alive, I would have offered her at least a tuition to the academy, but nah, I guess she's dead now.
I mean, I can still undo that.
Do you want to?
What's in it for me?
Please don't. The village will just raise her and kill her again. Not really, just I probably will.
They might want to lynch her, yeah. All this suffering for this. It would appear that she was on version 15 or so of the potion.
To be fair, it would be a multi-million gold industry if she pulled it off.
Yeah, I'm sure it would be. Lynching is still an option.
Perhaps.
But yes, I can write out lists of ingredients and processes to show you the various potions. I'm not nearly enough of a alchemist to guess as to how they would interact. I can make a few basic healing potions, a greater healing potion on a good week, but these kinds of interactions are far beyond my skill.
Well, we're not asking you to recreate these, but knowing the ingredients is good. I'm assuming it'd help you know what you're treating now, right?
Yes, with the knowing that it's magical in nature, it is very helpful instead of just a disease, and thankfully it's not a curse.
All right then. We got that all
I'll get to writing. I'll get to translating these.
Well, Pierre.
Thank you very much.
You are paying me.
I know. Speaking of that, Rara, we need to have a private conversation. The chief.
Yeah, he'll see me like about to give you answer before like this very deep, racking cough catches him off guard for about a good 10-15 seconds, where he just starts like trying to clear his throat, just nods to you, Awen.
In private, as she'll help him get up so they can go somewhere actually private, since I'm assuming we're like sitting on logs at this current moment we were just speaking.
Yeah, you'd be like outside of his house, but yeah, he'll take you into his house to have this conversation.
It was just
Excuse-
her and him. There's a few things she's addressing. Alright. I don't want to be that person. And this sounds incredibly rude, but Rara, are you okay? I know this hit you hard, but like, to be honest, the way he's acting's got her genuinely concerned. He's like not that far away from that door. Seeming out of it, coughing way harder than she thinks he should be right now. Kind of spookling her, to be honest.
As he will attempt to like wave away Awen's concerns, as he just said, just the stress of all this is starting to get to me. I swore I wouldn't drink or have any tobacco until this was all done. It's just a bit of a shock to the system, I guess.
Oh, Rara,
But
I think it's...
I'm fine. I'm fine. You've got your doctor and the scary one outside. I'm fine.
Given that I've contributed to this village so much by now, I think I have a say in this. Do you have a successor in mind for the mayor? If something were to happen?
He looks at you almost shocked for a second that you would ask him that.
There's a
But
reason I'm asking, by the way. Not just your health, but I found something that's really going to concern me.
like after a couple of seconds, like of you talking more, like his eyes will soften as he says, "Yeah, I've got a couple of people who might step in, but honestly, I would guess for the rest of the town to elect a mayor. Maybe they might elect you."
Hopefully not. But the reason I must be so rude and so quick to ask is, well, we went down to the mines, and when we were down there, Jill pulled the amethyst out of her bag. The biggest chunk she found, or she was able to get out of there.
He,
We found this.
he's got like the raised eyebrow, like surprise, like a bit of like genuine surprise on his face as he'll like hold out his hand as if like to request to see it.
Jill put it in his hand.
He will do a examination and history check on them. Ooh. Let's see. He's got a 15 plus 2 for history. 17, not bad. As he is looking at this chunk of amethyst, he is like nodding appreciatively as he says, "It's a bit cloudy. There's some what's the word I'm looking for? Impurities in the gem, but it is of good quality, very good size. How much of this did you find?
A whole cavern.
Yeah.
Which,
You know, Aaron, I think you might be single-handedly. It's like he's trying to talk, like his voice is getting like more hoarse until he just starts coughing again for another like 10 to 15 seconds as he
which
just
is
like as he just like points as he like taps you on the arm and points over to where you know his cabinets to be, where like he's got cups and fruit juices and things like that.
yeah, she goes over and gets him some and, hands it to him. And that's why she's being so direct, because she's trying to minimize how much he has to talk.
Thank you. The healer says that that he can get rid of the disease and all that sort of thing, but there will be some permanent damage. Can't cure scarring and things like that, and apparently all that tobacco I've smoked throughout my life has made my lungs particularly weak. I'm not getting out of this unscathed, even if I do make it out alive. Not gonna be able to not gonna be able to watch the kids anymore after this. Running after them for their parents and all that kind of thing.
Which you can see why I have my concerns. When people find out about that cavern full of that, I think they're probably going to try to run us out of town to keep it for themselves. That's why I was saying if we had any backup plans. I think I don't know really what to think about it. Just that I've seen greed change people.
We could move to one of the other villages in the area, but a lot of people have lived here for tens of generations. Their home.
Yeah, I don't want us to move either. Which is why I'm saying, and I'm addressing this now. Again, I could help fund this. I could get us things that we need, but I need your ideas on where to start with this. For instance, do we get guards? Do we invest in miners to collect this and sell it off for the village? I don't know where to start.
We could speak with the crown. They would want to station soldiers and things like that in the nearby. We could expand the village a bit more, get better protection. That is, if the crown doesn't just drive us off themselves.
And that's what I'm afraid of.
But we do have plenty of empty buildings already.
Unfortunately.
I think that might be our best bet, though. 'Cause
Yeah.
if we go about it ourselves, another uh, some rich merchant might try and come into town and muscle us off with thugs.
Exactly. And as much as I don't like the idea of the crown coming here themselves, at least that sounds better than some merchant. That is right. Alright. So, That's the plan then. We tell the crown once the village has been cleared. Because I doubt that they'll want to come to us while we're still sick. So, once everyone's cleared up, for the most part, we'll tell the crown. And hopefully
No,
we can get some soldiers down here.
might be for the best. I am sad that the young woman died, but I am glad that I'm glad in a way as well. Having to deal with that would be messy. At least this way. At least this way it's over. If you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, as messed up as it sounds, I was so glad to find that out because she'd be lynched.
Most definitely.
Alright. I think that's majority of the things I want to get out of the way immediately. And again, sorry to sound so rude about asking you so quickly about your health. It's just I guess I've been away long enough that you look more frail than what I remember. Could just be me growing up, I guess.
We all get older, little one. Hopefully, one day, you will be like me, old and frail. Not too frail, though. You're far stronger than I was at your age.
Just looks out the window, looks back at him. Do you want to hear something fun?
Oh? Yes, go ahead.
She will take the rest of the time and tell him about how, oh yeah, this is what a T-Rex is. Got eaten. And he'll be the first person to know about how she got eaten by a T-Rex that morning. Got spat out, and how she fucking got that fucker's head.
He is listening to this rather intently, or at least trying to, but you do note that he does like softly cough throughout your story, and as he eventually does like start drifting off on his bed.
Yeah, like when he starts, you can tell when he's like, his attention starts to drift. She does kind of like quicken the stories and thing instead of telling him what a T-Rex is, she just keeps calling it a giant lizard. Simplifying it so it goes quicker.
Yes. And yeah, as you finish the story, he will like pat you on the leg as he just says, I'm glad that you're okay now, Lord. You may not be mine, but I do consider you a granddaughter.
Thank you. You get some rest, and I have a surprise for both you, my family, and the rest of the village once they feel a bit more up to it. Okay?
Remind me to do something nice for you for all you have done for us. With that, he'll just kind of drift off to sleep.
Yeah. despite what he said, she's still genuinely concerned. Like, she was watching him, like, in his fucking death throes right now or something, you know, how tired he seems. Like, please don't tell me you're actively dying in front of me. Kind of vibe. And
Yeah.
she just, like, leaves him his house, you know, make sure he's all tucked in and good, and leave him there for now, since I'm assuming he's already got his treatment for the day.
Gotten a few of them, yeah.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean. She'll report where he is, so when they look for him, they know where he is and not the healing tents.
Yes. And yeah. Do you guys have anything else you wish to do before your long rest?
Berlin's trying.
You would be able to get some food, which is a lovely venison with a venison stew with potatoes and leeks.
Fortune cries into the pot of stew she made. Oh, okay.
Huge pot of stew for the. Okay. I can do that, yeah.
Yeah. Fortune will flag
Yeah, okay.
Aelin down and be like, "So sorry about Hamamara. I tried to treat him, but he was resisting, and I don't think he just has the normal disease. I think he has something else too."
Just walking over. Just, it's that slow, little exhausted thing, her self motion, but slow hug, Fortune. Fortune?
Oh? Yes?
I don't mean this to sound weird, but I consider you like a sister.
This is the first time I've ever heard anyone say anything like that. Including my step-siblings.
I love you very much, Fortune.
I'm going to go do the dishes, thank you, Avon.
Still hugging.
Tries to get away. Can't.
Awen too strong.
Awkwardly hugs back. Says nothing.
Eventually, let's go. Later, I'm treating it once everybody's able to at least stand, if not be carried. I have a surprise for you and for everybody here.
Oh? Should I be scared, or is this it?
No, you will be happy. You'll
Okay.
be very happy. Everyone will be happy.
By the
She's
way,
gonna go. Oh, go ahead.
by the way, Awen, during that hug, Fortune goes from, like, a hot water bottle to surface of a light-colored car in summer. It gets painful after a while.
There's the blushing.
Pretty much. Embarrassment, heat.
You think I care right now, bitch? I got eaten by a lizard. Got
Yeah.
fucking all this other shit.
I'm
I'm
just saying.
just tired.
New first to reburns, enjoy.
Oh, don't worry. Because what does everybody want to do with the long rest? Because she has a thing planned for your long rest if you want.
Fortune was just going to treat more people, cook food, clean up after food, treat more people, then hang out all night, because if she tries to cure people of the disease in their sleep, they're going to say, "She's stealing my soul! The devil's going to kill me!" So, yeah, that's about it.
William, can I ask you something in secret real fast? It's easier
Yes.
to verbally communicate than it is to type it out.
Yes. Come on.
I wonder if that entire voice actually went through on the mic or if it cut out. The noise cancellation can be aggressive at times. So what are your plans, Comical? You've been very quiet, and you're muted right now if you're speaking. He's dead. Well then, how unfortunate. But yes, this is currently Awen's village. It has a name. I've forgotten the name. I probably wrote it down somewhere. Anywhere. I don't know where. Yeah, I don't know where I wrote it down, so that's gonna be fun to look for. Let's see. Berlin's to-do list. Bless the party with Hero's Feast. Not needed anymore. The disease was not as bad as expected. Get more blood. I mean, I guess we could find fucking ogres or something in a few miles of the village. Probably not. Spend money on stupid shit like emerald cups. I don't think this village has that. Be Giga Chad. Check. Done. Very good. Ah, yes, there it is. No. No, we will not cuck Awen's mom tonight. We will not cacuine. Maybe a little. Man, if Comical's just pretending to not be here, I don't know if anything else will draw him out than that. Let's see. Where the fuck did I write that? Well, either way, we are in Awen's village. We were investigating a poisoning of the crops and water supply that we thought was a disease at first, caused by potion refuse, which was just explained, really. Whoa, God. Fucking damn it.
What?
Somebody duded and it spooked me. The spooky dude.
Oh, that's the noise it makes whenever I enter a voice chat.
How nice! I didn't know you could make it do that.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do settings and basically if you have a like one of the soundboards, you could set that soundboard to play anytime you enter a voice chat.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. But yes, so you guys will have your long rest. Go ahead and add 700 experience, and that is where we will end for the night.
Oh, it's so 700. 10, so we're at 160,000. Unexpected and sudden.
Yeah, so you just need 5,000 more to level up.
Hot damn. Okay, guys, we gotta go find a dragon. I think they're worth that much. That might be total.
Depends on the CR.
Okay, so before we go, Berlin's going to poison the crops and water supply. No.
Oh no.
I shall salt the earth.
Don't
Yeah.
assault it. It's too young for that.
Are you sure now? God
It turns out salting the earth is more symbolic than anything. It doesn't really do anything.
damn. If you do it hard enough, it will, but it does wash away. It's like rain and things happen.
Eh,
To be fair, the decay of the blood ruining the pH of the soil might have more of an effect than the actual salt content.
Don't worry, I'm pretty sure everybody will be upset if you salt anything, really.
I know.
Actually, no. Blood would actually be beneficial to plants because of the nitrogen in it.
After some time and that's had after it's had enough time to decay, yes, but just blood dropped from the sky onto it would kill everything. Things would grow back, but no.
Fun fact, if there was no air resistance, rain would be a 2-inch thick sheet and it would kill everything.
Probably. Luckily, inertia and air resistance exist. And also the water particles do not gain enough mass to fall all at the same time.
It's weird the things you learn.
I know, right? Physics is fun.
Physics is scary.
Yeah.
It's fun, but scary.
I mean, it's the natural laws of the universe that we've always had and ever will have, so... I mean, is it scary or is it normal?
Damn, nature, you're scary. I mean, just because it's normal doesn't mean it isn't scary.
I guess.
And she said there was no way.
Yeah, what? The mosquitoes were going crazy, and she said there was no way.
God, I haven't thought about that character in a while.
Nobody has.
Oh, my family quotes that shit all the time.
There was no way. I was going to bone my girlfriend, and then Lord Vader was there, and she said there was no way.
Berlin just immediately. So, Mrs. Lunarex, busy for dinner tonight? Right in front of Awen.
The hit.
And her dad.
Yep.
Up now,
never
so good night.
I never said he couldn't join.
I was about to make that joke. Yeah, just sees him glaring. I never said you could. Never said you couldn't come too.
God.
Well, I will see you guys later.
Oh wait, here I need to play the right music. Good night, William.
This was an interesting one.
Yes.
Yeah, very. This is one of those ones where it's like, yeah, the monster is incredibly weak. It just has a single dangerous effect.
It's also an enormous pain in the ass, and there's probably a lot of them.
Possibly. But I will see you later.
Good night, William.
Cheers.
Indeed. Payday. We've done it. We've possibly saved your village and or not helped much at all.
I think we did a good chunk.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna straight up tell you
The information's important.
the beginning of the next session will probably be me getting all of us to enjoy the mansion spell, because she was going to take everyone to the mansion for relaxation after this.
Berlin's gonna be full in, like, robe, just getting hair and nails done.
It's essentially what she's doing, yeah.
Come now, servants, scrub harder. Ah, yes, perfect.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's that thing where, like, yes, prestidigitation removes the filth, but it doesn't relax the body. The experience of getting clean is also important. Oh, I don't know. I know I feel better after a nice hot shower, after a day full of sweat and suffering. God, I wish I had alcohol. Well, no, not tonight. God, I don't have any days off for like 4 days. Ugh. Well, thank you for watching, people of the stream. This concludes tonight's episode. The game, you lose.